a triple kill, but Sona Finn, he'll deny the plant. He sees 2 more kills. Oh my god! Sona Finn will find more!
7 seconds left, they gotta pick up the diffuser, but Tommy lines up both! Tommy with the 1v3!
Device, misses shots, he's gonna have to go for the front.
Oh,
He pushes on through! Dylan is better!
Round 2, and there's another as Tyrants is finished off, and they all line up for Bone!
Ladies and gentlemen, so far, it's been a very shocking evening for some of us here at SCS, especially the viewers today of today's game versus Aggro and Aerial Arise, because a team that is supposed to basically be expiring, if you will, that's supposed to be making its final destination, has just beaten one of the favorites throughout the entirety of the bracket. And it was in losers finals, which means that Aggro, the Xbox demons that we've seen switch over here and absolutely wreak havoc on PC, on SCS Season 5, the team that was almost undefeated and were looking to make a statement in the grand finals, they've been eliminated. They are gone. Yeah. Their run in SCS has concluded in a shocking 2-1.
There were a lot of people who had Aggro and Mystic duking it out in the grand finals. But, fortunately, Aggro no longer with us, so we bid farewell to Asian and his merry band of Xbox switchovers. Fortunately, we won't be seeing the Red Dot Warrior anymore. But moving on to our next game, as you can see, the upper bracket final, Team Mystic versus Honor. Enough of the losers. That's for Sticula to handle. You're dealing with me and Jazzman now. We take the winners. As you know, Mystic is Gunner, Whitlock, Feltwinter, Rexavy, and Xeno. Basically a combination of the old Aerial Arise roster that won CCS and the Gatekeepers roster that wreaked havoc on the NSG tournaments. In fact, now winning their 3rd straight monthly with the one that concluded last weekend. In Honor, a team currently in Challenger League, Surfpox, Arrow, Wolfsies, and Oreo. Now, the interesting thing about this matchup in particular is that it's already happened.
That it has. It's been a...
The NSG monthly that I just talked about, that Mystic just won, well, the grand final was against Honor. It was a best of 5.
well, debatable.
And Mystic took 3 maps in a row. And it was what? It was 7-1, 7-0, 7-2, something, or 7-2, 7-0, 7-1, something like that. So hopefully today Honor decides to shoot back.
Yeah. It was like, what was it? 2 hours and like 35 minutes or something. It was a really quick game. It was one of the fastest.
It was pretty fast.
Yeah, it was really quick here. So
wow, all of our predictions have tanked. What?
You can't see my rating because I was probably like.
Where's yours?
I think I put
Who's this
in.
Nova guy? No, I'm kidding. I love Nova.
I think I was
Verme.
I made my prediction.
What's Jazzman's prediction percentage? Oh, you didn't do it.
Yes, I did. Oh, did I not type it? I typed it. I don't think I submitted it.
Wow. You're a fool. That's what you are.
I predicted Aggro and Mystic. So
animal cracker milkshake. Whatever.
Oh yeah, I had a frosted animal cookie. That was good. But oh my god, look at the maps. All right, so
Coast
and Consulate.
Oh, man.
We'll get to that later. We'll get to that one later. We have Coastline and Consulate to take us through this series and 2 very interesting maps. I have not casted both of these in a very, very long time. It's great to see them back. Even though Consulate is a dog meat map, I'm still happy to cast it over Oregon a billion times. But yeah, I mean, what a way to end us off here, especially because we have 2 teams that are like, you know, historically Mystic, they've beaten Honor, but Honor are the Challenger League team. You know, they're supposed to be the ones coming out on top here. They're the stronger roster. They made it to T2, but who knows? We don't know what can happen here. Mystic is probably one of, if not the strongest team in T3 right now, and I don't know what's going to happen. Loser of this game goes on to play Aerial Arise in a, oh geez, I don't know what it's called. It's like a lower final. Thank you, Fermi. I don't know what it was called. So, whenever that happens, we'll be crowning yet another grand finalist. Whoever wins today goes on to the grand finals.
And we're in game. Just like that. Short and sweet pre-show. That's what we come here to see. That's what we love. Adam and I don't have to BS around the block. We just get right into Coastline, into the ban phase. Now, the operators you normally see banned on Coastline: Nomad, And then the other one's kind of a toss-up. Maybe a Hibana. You really want to prevent hard breaching.
What?
That is not one seen before, and that is a specific counterban to, well, I guess 3 people on Mystic. Feltwinter, Gunner, and Whitlock all run the Iana a lot.
Is
and they
Orient-
all
wait.
three of them are very good at the Iana, and Zero is a
Ooh.
direct counterban to Oreo, the man who currently is speaking forever in game chat. One of the things that we noticed about Honor is how perfectly they play the Zero on Coastline in particular. I mean, there is just nowhere to hide from those Zero cams. They set those up. They have a couple flank drones as well, and you're not going to get behind the attack. So these bands, these 2 attacker bands in particular, I'm really excited. They're both counter bands. Now we have Valkyrie coming out, and Vigil,
What?
another counter ban to again, Gunner, Whitlock, and Feltwinter all play Vigil. So these bands, every single one of these bands, maybe except the Valkyrie, because Valkyrie is pretty much a standard one. The other 3 bands are direct counter bands. So this should be really cool.
Not only that, but it's also 2 attacking operators that have really slipped into the meta as quickly as they came. Iana with the nades and a Gon 6, Zero with his utility on his cameras as well as a Gon 6 on him. These are 2 operators that you see in a comp almost every single day, and all of a sudden they're gone. Like, what a shakeup this is going to be. And the big one is definitely Vigil, because like you said, almost everyone on Mystic tosses around, Vigil like a frat house tosses around. We won't get to the rest of that.
Yeah.
So like, it's really, I mean, for one, Vigil is just a very overall powerful operator. He has impacts. He has anti-drone, obviously, that he just walks around with attached to his back. And he has
great freaking
rotatability. Gun. Amazing gun. And secondary that is difficult to control, but can be controlled. Like, this is going to be a really, really, really shocking game. No typical strategies are going to be brought out, and it's really interesting to see what Honor. I mean, I'm not worried about the nades, obviously, because you have Sledge and all that. Like, he can probably do that as well as anyone else. But still, shocking bands, especially the Vigil.
You say you're not worried about the nades, but if we take a look at Mystic, they're not actually running any. They have plenty of burn in the Buck and the Lion. Instead, they're just going to use the 2 impacts on the Zoph, 3 Ash charges, and quite possibly the Gon 6 in Xeno's back pocket. So I guess we're not going to be seeing the Iana, so they're just not going to bring Sledge for the nades. Of course, you're not going to bring a Maverick on Coastline, so they're just going to bring Lion and Jackal together. Everyone hates dealing with that. So we'll see if Honor are able to roam, in which, they're already bringing out the Aruni to aid in the sight hold. They've got Arrow and Surf, I believe, down below. The Jaeger and Sunrise and the Melusi likely going to be playing in and around Office, playing for that C4 should there be an Aqua take. Yep, he's right here in Office. Wolfsky's actually as well downstairs to support the team with a suppressed DMR. He'll be droned out, and he'll likely be one of the first players attempted to be cleared, but no, he's going to hide. Oh, actually, right in Harry Potter as the attackers, some of them over towards Sunrise, the rest over towards this rappel on the double window. This is looking like it's going to be that Aqua push.
Pretty standard stuff here in general. Nothing too out of the ordinary. We're going to be seeing a Jackal being brought out, which is kind of interesting, obviously, seeing Jackal. He's kind of a ranked operator. You don't actually know his effectiveness too much because you don't see him in comp a lot. But when he's played, it can be really, really effective, especially on a map like Coastline, which is going to, whenever it comes to game-winning plays, and speaking of, Surf is inside of Office, and there are 2 people currently in Blue Bar who are none the wiser to his position. Now, Xeno is playing outside of Office, so he could either get a freebie here because Surf is on very low HP, or Mystic are simply going to get caught off guard. There's a drone on him, however, Feltwinter. He's going to walk away. No, he's not!
What?
He somehow misses the shots on the Surf! That was such an easy kill! Feltwinter goes down, and Shirt's not an even trade, but how the heck did he get away with this? Surf should be dead in the water right now. He's being E1D'd. His location is known. They know he's behind the desk, and Xeno will finally spot him out, but what the heck was that? Oh, Feltwinter, that is a rough one. It's going to be arrows to go down here. 2 versus 4. Mystic will make up for their mistakes, but... Oh, that was almost close.
Come on, Feltwinter. That fool was 1 HP. You had the R4C. Luckily enough for him, though, there are 2 refrags. Like you said, Aereo and Surf both flushed out downstairs. Great shot there by Gunner, still holding down that double window. Leaves it all up to Pox. He was able to get 1 frag in the meantime up against Whitlock, but can he fight Gunner on the Serpel, especially just 1 HP? It doesn't matter. Rexavy coming up the cool vibe stairs, gets the final frag. Mystic take round 1 in fairly dominant fashion, save that 1 slip up downstairs.
That was almost rough. But yeah, no, really good stuff there from Honor. From Mystic. Honor losing out their smoke very early on was really big for the side of them. And then obviously kind of losing out that duo roam. And then the rest, as we like to say, is history. So, question now for Honor is, what is the plan around this lion? What is the plan around Xeno? So I'm starting to really understand this lion, or I'm starting to understand this, not only this lion pick, but the Vigil ban. So obviously Lion isn't in meta right now. He's a very off meta operator, very niche.
Really
doesn't work as good as he used to. Could be very good on this map. But in case you didn't know, and this is probably one of the biggest reasons why they are running it, Vigil is banned. And Vigil is the only direct counter to Lion, in which he activates his ER6 or CR?
EE1D.
No,
wait.
that's
Lion
the
is the EE1D. Vigil is the ERC7.
ERC7, that's what it is. That seems like a Star Wars gun. But if he activates that, if he activates the ERC7, he cannot get scanned by Lion.
Yep.
So they're running the Lion because they can't run the Vigil. So their roamers are going to have to stand still. There's no way around it.
5 seconds to go.
That's that feels really like, it makes sense. The question is Lion still going to be effective? Especially on this map, could be. We'll have to see what Mystic can pull with it. Definitely on that first round, it helped them. Didn't help Feltwinter as much, but still.
Yeah, and of course, like all you ranked players know, if you combo the Lion with the Jackal, then you're kind of screwed, right? Once you're getting Jackal scanned, you have no choice but to move, but you get Lion scanned at the same time and you're forced to stand still. It's like, you're picking what's going to be the lesser of 2 evils. So if Mystic can combo those effectively, it'll be really potent. We saw last time the Jackal didn't really come into play as much. I mean, he got a frag and he was traded out, but it was mainly that Lion, again, keeping those roamers still. So again, Honor, they're going to try for this hookah defense. They're bringing a slightly different operator lineup, though. Not satisfied with the work the Aruni put in. Wolfseas would rather take that extra C4, have a little bit more of that downstairs presence. Now, here's the Jackal scan coming out. They'll spot out the Mozzie playing inside of Blue Bar. Question is, there you go. There's the Lion scan. So Wolfseas is actually going to get pinged by both, joining Surf now inside of Office. But Mystic now know that, he's kind of backed off. Sunrise is almost clear. They've just got to get rid of this Jaeger behind the bar. Maestro slowly starting to support from Cool Vibe Stairs. Both of these teams pretty much having crossfires on each other, but wow! Gunner and Rexavy are just going to explode in. Down go 2 of the roamers. Pox will get 1 refrag, but Mystic up by 1 man.
Surf looking for an entry here, but Feltwinter will get his revenge from last round, taking down the roaming Malusi, and now it's just Oreo and Pox. Last time around, Oreo was his positioning, let's say, was not very good since he was dead on the floor. But now he actually has smoke grenades to work with, and this is salvageable. Not anymore. Xeno takes down Pox off a freebie, and Feltwinter will take down Oreo off a trade. Mystic take round number 2, and this is just looking anything but the Challenger League team that we see from Honor. This is definitely a team that just doesn't look too hot just yet. They need a little bit of warming up here. They are from Canada, so it takes a little bit of time for them to thaw. So let's give them a bit of time, and maybe we can see some more. But so far, this has been a very strong attack from Mystic, as to be expected. Coastline is an attacker-sided map inherently, so we can brush it off as 2 attacker wins because of the map side and all that stuff. But yeah, at some point, Mystic or Honor are gonna have to pick it up.
Definitely those roam clears. They have been something fierce from Mystic. First off, I mean we had Feltwinter kind of whiff a little bit, but everything that came after that from Mystic was perfect. This time they were ready for that additional downstairs presence, and despite the presence of the Mozzie, again, there's no Vigil. When you just have to evade pests, right? Okay. Mozzie and Mute are much stronger together, in tandem. Same thing with the Vigil. 2 of them are always going to be better than the 1. When there's just one of them, like just a Mozzie, downstairs, that's a lot of area for those pests to cover. They're pretty easy to avoid, and you can see Mystic had all the info in the world going off of that, because who needs pests, or who needs to avoid pests when you have the Lion and the Jackal, and even just on top of rudimentary drone intel. You saw Gunner explode onto one of the roamers in office. That was Wolfsy's going down. Rexavy just... Or sorry, was that... Yeah, that was Rexavy just bucking open the mudroom wall to take out Arrow inside of Bar, and everything just collapsed in on itself on Honor's offsite presence. So now, we're going to go to Kitchen. I don't believe they have... Okay, more than... Okay, yeah, they have 2 people upstairs. So they're doing that little kind of 90-ish shield, kind of pseudo theater hold here with the mirror window from Wolfsy's, but I don't know, Mystic, if they don't push from that direction and just go for a complete kitchen side take, which it's appearing to be so far from their how much presence they have inside of office, that upstairs might not matter.
They've also been very effective whenever it comes to their solo roam clears, and whenever it comes to just getting rid of people where they lie. And Arrow's a big proponent to that. You know, he doesn't have any utility on him right now. He's just sitting inside of security, which is probably one of the most strong defender areas ever, because you can just stare down this airlock and also just watch your doorway and you'll be fine. But, you know, judging off, like we said, these solo clears, they're able to get frags off of that. And Pox is going to be the victim to one of those. Believe it or not inside of the site, even though there is a mirror window set up there, but there goes Arrow. We just mentioned that. There's a hole in the defense on the side of Mystic, on the side of Honor, but looks like Wolfsy's is trying to retake that as he sits inside of lobby. Surely Whitlock expect this. He will now. It's Wolfsy's versus one of the most mechanical players on Mystic, and guess who wins it? Double kill here for Whitlock. Get a 3! As Wit just takes everyone down. Mystic take round number 3. Holy moly, Whitlock is just showing up big here for Mystic, and Mystic look absolutely indomitable right now. Honor, they're getting spread apart, they're getting shot at the seams. There's no refragability right now because Mystic are just on their tails 24/7.
Certainly right about that. Mystic putting them down and spreading them. Honor, you can't really...
I thought that was about to cut to cameras. My hand was in my face.
Mystic are just taking the fight to Honor, not letting Honor have really seemingly any safety anywhere. It's like wherever a Mystic body goes, a kill is soon to follow. This is Wit's flu game. I don't know what that means. If this is Wit's first game off the flu, or if Whitlock currently has the flu.
So the flu game is basically Michael Jordan went absolutely... I'm not, you know, if I say it, you just won't understand, so I'll just say it in simple terms.
Oh, okay.
Michael Jordan had the flu, and he went absolutely ham.
Ah, I see. It was a sport reference.
Yes, it is a basketball reference.
I'm not too familiar with the world of sport, but well, I'm glad I understand now. Whitlock is currently going crazy. Well, he was 1 and 2 before, but he went crazy last round, and that's what's important. The big 3K, just pushing right through security. Like you said, it's a really powerful position for a defender to hold because, again, it's just one hallway with like a slight corner. And yet Whitlock just punched through and killed everyone. And that's sometimes what Whitlock does. Of course, that last kill was just down to Oreo kind of sitting out there in the open, just with a big target on his back. But still, great job to Whitlock for taking that security control. Now Mystic up 3-0. Again, sure, you know, it's Coastline. It's an attacker-sided map. But if Honor couldn't take Hookah in 2 tries, and if they can't take Kitchen in 2 tries, there's definitely more to this than just, oh, attacker-sided Coastline, haha. Because Kitchen and Hookah should be your bastions. Those should be the 2 sites that you can take no matter what. And Gunner, right off the bat, is going to drone hole the smoke.
That's the oldest trick in the book. You just don't sit in that stall, man. Oreo, that is rough. That is the second time he has OD'd a smoke and Arrow. He'll get a refrag onto Rexavy. Also a very strong pick. Verticality has been basically limited to Feltwinter now on his breach charges, and you can see he is currently occupied. Pushing out Surf, who is stuck bottom white. Surf obviously having the performance of a lifetime, dropping, what was it, 20 in Challenger League? Also probably one of the most
22?
mechanically skilled. Yeah, it was something like that. Probably one of the most mechanically skilled players, not only in Challenger League, but on Honor. as Arrow takes down Gunner. Beautiful picks here for Honor as they look to recover this round. Might be able to get away with yet another as it's going to be a clear here from Whitlock. He's got a lot of angles working against him, and he's going to have to make himself as safe as possible. Oh! Wow. Zeno gets absolutely slapped here as Arrow is on for his third. We talked about Surf being mechanically skilled, but it's the Arrow show right now. Inside of Sunrise, he's going to be looking for a fourth as Whitlock approaches. Feltwinter will go and kill out Arrow, ending his streak and putting it in a 3 versus 2. He'll just swing Feltwinter. And Whitlock is left in a 1 versus 3, which he will lose to Surf.
See, doesn't matter if it's a 2v whatever. Both those last two attackers, they were stuck in the same spot, and they were barely any HP to speak of. Incredible work by Arrow, if not for him locking down Sunrise. And that round would have likely had a very different story, especially with the control that Mystic had already established and with the smoke dead on site. So huge ups there to the Mozzie player. One single player like that can change the course of an entire round in Siege, and that was the perfect case. So finally, Honor able to take a primary site, able to grab Kitchen. Now this decision, though, I don't know if I agree with. They're going to go to Hookah, a site that they have lost twice. Not necessarily even because of the site hold itself, but because every time they try to establish that deep roam with that C4 coverage and, Jaeger and Sunrise and all that good stuff, that default roam on Coastline, they get crushed. The floor gets wiped with them. And unless something about their roam fundamentally changes, I don't know. I feel like Mystic are just going to be, they're going to be just as explosive as we've seen them on the previous 2 attempts of the roam clear.
I wonder what Oreo has to say. He's been wanting to talk for a while.
My name is Jack. I am OreoMeister.HNR, and I'm 1-4.
Yeah, but like what? What is it? What has he been wanting to say? He's been open mic this entire time. Just has not said
talking about how what if he secretly hated Oreos? Dude, you know what he's saying? He's saying that vanilla Oreos are better than the normal ones.
Oh,
and for that, we should ostracize him. Everyone, if you currently follow Oreo on Twitter, unfollow him right now for liking vanilla Oreos.
I wouldn't do that. I love Oreo. Remember, whenever, I forgot, I think it was Axe, how he dashed off the map when we were doing Duck Hunt on Halo? Oreo on soon follow.
Oh, it's Oreo. We win. Oh!
Yeah.
Yeah, that
was great. Mystic are up 3-1. Good of Honor to take a round, especially with the fact that their smoke went down because of a drone hole. I would not have wanted to lose a round like that either, if I'm being honest.
Unfortunate.
That would have been very good. But Honor are playing this as Honor would. Very spread out, very roam-centric. And so far, Mystic have proven to be very effective whenever it comes to getting rid of the roams. And there's 2 ways that they've went about this. Number 1 is just sending either Feltwinter or Whitlock in, just giving them information and them taking one-on-one gunfights, or converging together. Usually that involves Rexivy, and they've been able to basically just either refrag or crossfire the player where he's roaming. It's really, really effective, obviously, because no matter what happens, let's say Pox was to get cleared by 2 people. If he kills one, there's a very low likelihood he can kill the other before getting killed by, the second person. So that's really effective, the way that Mystic have been playing those roams. And Honor, Arrow, playing inside of painting. He's got to be very careful here. He's got Whitlock sitting right across from Feltwinter. Takes the first frag. And jeez, Oreo, third time in a row. Not in a row, but sorry, third time getting opening picked here.
Wow.
And you can hear Wolfsy's just spraying the 81, but he's completely blind in the process. Whitlock takes down Arrow. It's Feltwinter on for 3, looking for the 4th, but Pox takes down 2 before Rexivy gets his refrag. Mystic, they look absolutely strong as they just walk up cool vibes, and Feltwinter's able to walk away with the 3-piece. Mystic, they look nothing short of strong on this attack. It's 4-1 for them. One more round, and if we're up 5-1 for Mystic, this could be really bad for Honor.
I was gonna say, right? Go Hookah one more time. Dude, they were on it! They were on Hookah! I was really scared there for a second. We were gonna see Hookah 4 times in a row. Finally, they're gonna switch up bars. No, I was gonna say, right, during that round, I was like, hey, look at that. They're roaming horizontally. I said they needed to fundamentally change their roam, and look at that. They listened. Honor knows what's up, and then it didn't freaking do anything. It was just, instead of roaming vertically, they roamed horizontally. What does that do? Well, the attackers don't push you. Nothing. It gives all that downstairs clearance to Mystic. There was only one guy downstairs. That was Arrow, but he wasn't even really contesting. He was playing for a late flank or like a surprise. He wasn't actually distracting or trying to dissuade the attackers. So the entirety of Sunrise is clear. So you can just buck below that into Hookah, displace those anchors back into either Billiards or into Vase, where you saw two people playing. And Mystic, after clearing the utility and killing the smoke, well, Feltwinter, you saw it. Feltwinter just walked up Cool Vibes. Your roam's not going to do much if you let an Ash walk up Cool Vibes. So, although they adjusted the roam, Mystic adjusted as well. And they adjusted accordingly. And they adjusted, well, perfectly. That's why they lead 4-1. Now they got to attack Double Bar. Again, there's going to be that heavy off-site hold, and it's right above the site. It's over towards Hookah, it's over towards Billiard. They even have the mirror set up there. But by the way it looks, Mystic are just going to try and walk in again. I mean, we're going to watch Gunnar do exactly what Gunnar does best, and that's insert himself somewhere by the grace of God and get 2 or 3 kills. Right now, he's just kind of hanging out in courtyard. He was following a drone very close behind. Wolfsey seems like he might be wary of that player, but for now, Gunnar's just going to hold, but we definitely need to keep an eye on him as he's still staring at these cocktail holes.
Now, obviously, no one's going to play inside of blue, so there's no danger there. Like, who's going to play inside of blue bar? That's kind of dumb. But who is at danger is just these... Oh! Well, nobody. As Arrow, shockingly, takes down Gunnar. That could have been a really good position from Gunnar. I was going to say that he basically nullified one of Honor's biggest strengths, which was being able to cut off blue bar. That's one of the biggest reasons why you play the site, is because you basically nullify blue bar to an extent, so you only have to hold one site. But Gunnar was in that position. Now, Arrow has just taken that pick away from Mystic. He's taken that position away from them. And he's also gotten himself a pretty nice freaking shot. However, Rexavy is just there. Probably going to be able to do the exact same thing in the exact same position. But doesn't seem like any refrag is in place here for Gunnar. He got killed from a pretty obscure angle that you can't contest right now as Mystic, unless you want to get shredded, as the kids like to say. Minute left, and Mystic are now starting to work on this upstairs room that they're going to realize pretty soon is going to be dangerous if they want to go for that blue bar take.
Of course, some mirror windows upstairs. Or sorry, not upstairs. They're all on the site, but plenty of footholes that they've got to worry about. And footholes, sometimes they're a defender's best friend. As you can see, the prone Arrow is going to drone hole Whitlock. And a little bit of revenge for Oreo earlier. So down go 2 players. That's 2 kills now for the Malusi. Zeno going to try and stun in and make an early aggress into blue bar. But again, there's that mirror window. They know he's there, but what is this? Rexby just walked right into Sunrise. He's going to get refrag, though, but that's as the line comes in. He can get one, but not the other. It's a quad kill for Arrow. Feltwinter still trying to clear upstairs all by his lonesome. He knows there's a man cocktail, but he can't win the fight. Wolfsies finishes off. Honor able to at least a little bit recover that half. 4-2.
Off the back of Arrow with a 3K on the Malusi. Absolutely shocking stuff from him. And Honor, they're finally going to be looking alive. So, good stuff there. I'm honestly very surprised that that was going to happen there. I didn't expect Arrow to just kind of swing and do his own thing there, but that's what you get with Malusi. He's basically a fragger, basically the newest Jaeger, because he has such a good gun, has a C4, and also has pretty good utility. Probably some of the best on the defensive side. So, good on Arrow, like you said, salvaging around here for Honor that they absolutely needed. I mean, we've been seeing really heavy struggles from Honor that anyone, even a viewer, can really point out. I mean, you at home, you can probably understand why Honor are losing most of these rounds. It's not Arrow, sorry. I was going to get this confused. It's Oreo. Getting opening picked so many times on smoke. So many times. 3 times in concession on defense. I mean, that's rough. That's really rough.
Round 1, round 4, and round 5. Although they did win round 4.
That they did. But the rest was the rest was basically decided by the roam clear and how it was handled by Mystic.
You know what else was funny too?
It's pretty good.
What? The other 2 Oreo first picks were on Hookah, and he was playing sight as smoke, which I just think is really funny.
Yeah, I know. That's it.
I was like, he would die on sight as smoke, and then Mystic would destroy the roam clear,
I was
and then
literally
go
just thinking
back to
about
kill
that.
the anchors.
Like, he literally got walked up on on Cool Vibe. He was playing on Cool Vibe. If that's the most default smoke position you can get. If not, it's behind the billiards bar. And he got walked up on. Like, that's so rough.
That's a little bit of...
Gotta feel bad for him.
He's on the attack now. Look at this. That's interesting. Oreo is on Sledge. Normally, Oreo is your flank watch. He's going to be on the Nomad on this map. Arrow, he loves the Lion. Surf is going to be on the Ash. Wolfsies plays a hell of a lot of Buck and Sledge. And Pox kind of flexes around. Usually Pox would be like that Iana, or if they were bringing both Buck and Sledge, he would be one of those two. So, interesting little role shakeup. I'm not quite sure if maybe this is a Coastline specific thing for Honor, because Oreo usually plays that Zero that I talked about earlier. That was unfortunately banned away from them. Again, that direct counter ban that we saw. 3 out of those 4 bans were as such. And Mystic are starting off with a very similar roam on the same site that Honor had. The Jaeger holding down Sunrise Bar. Mozzie playing over towards Office. Surf. I don't know what the hell that was, but he was in Mudroom, and he is no longer in Mudroom because he walked in with no info and thought that a Lion scan was enough. So already, Mystic are going to open with a man. C4 might be enough to kill. No, unfortunately, just not outside the window enough. He heard Wolfsies get on the drone, but whiffed C4 means that Mystic will have to settle for a 1-man advantage.
Surf? I don't know what he was thinking. But he isn't thinking anymore. His head got blown off.
That was like a Junior moment, except he's not playing. Sorry, Junior.
Yeah, I was gonna say, why'd you have to diss Junior? He's not even. There's 10 people in here, and one of them is not Junior. It's gonna be another kill going in the way of Honor. However, they are gonna take down Gunner. So at least for their troubles, they lose a C4. Actually, well, Gunner already used a C4. They lose Gunner, probably one of the best players on Mystic. A nade is gonna soar through Whitlock's head. Holy moly! Good nade there from Oreo. Amazing timing with the flashbang, and the Arrow now going to be looking for yet another pick. But no, advantage is not swayed in the side of Honor, as Feltwinter takes him down. He takes down Arrow. 3 versus 3 now. Team Mystic. They have Feltwinter off site, but the rest was Xeno and Rexaby. Rexaby also on smoke, but other than Xeno. Pretty interesting change up here. Let's see what he can do on smoke, but they have Feltwinter very far off from sight. They're going to be looking to deal with him as well. He's got constant yellow pings on him. And obviously they're yellow pings, so they have no idea he's there. Wolfsies is going to swing this with full intel, and he'll take down Felt. Second kill for him. It's going to be 3 versus 2. Best possible players to be in this situation. A Smoke and probably one of the best clutch players on the side of Mystic in Xeno. I'd say the chances for Honor... I'd say the chances for Honor definitely better. But Mystic, they have a little bit of life left in them.
I'm sorry, that was really funny. Smoke canisters now coming out. I mean, he's got 2 left and 20 seconds to burn. So again, this is not undoable. They can just keep denying the plant, especially as Rexaby takes out Wolfsies and another one. He's on for 2. He's looking for the 3rd. And he'll get it. Rexaby going from whiffing an entire mag on a drone 10 feet in front of him to finishing off all 3 players on Honor, swinging through the same double door. Excellent play by the Smoke, stuck behind Cocktail, and round 7 goes Mystic's way.
It's very rare that you see a Smoke get away with a double kill with an SMG-11, but like you said, after whiffing on that drone, Rexaby had the confidence to swing 2 men trying to collapse on him on the side of the site.
Missing the drone, that was his training off.
Of course. All in like 3 magazines of an SMG-11. We've seen
that was like half a
character
season of
development. Yeah, we've seen character development from Rexaby. Good stuff there from him. We don't typically talk about him all that much. He's definitely the most... I'd say, well, he's ironically the loudest, but also the quietest person on Mystic. Loud in terms of Rexaby, and then quiet in terms of everything else. Because he plays, he plays the rough roles. He plays the roles that none of us like to play. But what a way for him to show up big. And in T3, in T3, you value kills a lot more than you do strategy. Unfortunately, in some aspects,
especially
Rex shows up. Rex shows up big here. He'll win an entire round for Mystic. That definitely shouldn't have been theirs. Talked about how they had their chances with Smoke and Xeno, but, I was kind of bluffing. I was kind of like, oh, you know what, it's probably going to be an on-round, but no. The swing from Rexaby, you could count it. 1, 2, 3. 3 heads taken all from him. He is the Skull Collector. It's going to be a round for Mystic and Honor. They don't look any much better from where they were before.
I know one time Gunnar likes to reference how he always says that Rexavy rode the short bus, so I think that may have just promoted him in Gunnar's mind. So great job, Rexavy. Absolutely incredible. That's like that was shades of like the old Team Rose Rexavy. Remember that? When Rexavy would actually play like Ash and Mozzie, and he was honestly pretty damn good on that Team Rose squad. That was back when I first saw. That was the first time I casted Rexavy, as well as Axe. Love Tyler. Rexavy, he's kind of been on that support right after CCS. After he got dropped from 7 Spades after having a not-so-great performance against Project Neo, he's been on that support. So it's great seeing him, go from a pretty decent entry to a not-so-good entry, a pretty damn good support player. Already, Mystic starting to Honor trying to move into the building. Alliance scan pretty early on. I mean, a minute into the round. That's maybe a little bit too quick, especially with how far and away the defenders are. One players are just going to drop bathroom. Wow, who the hell was that? That guy just booked it through Hall of Fame, but unfortunately for Pox, he's not going to be able to book it away from Feltwinter's C4. Feltwinter's 9th kill now on the board and dropping the Nomad, honestly, before I think she got any air jabs down. However, for the 2nd round in a row, Whitlock no longer has a face, and thus the nade will find the equalizer, but another explosive. Rexavy at the feet of Oreo. That sledge will get immediately refragged. All 3 kills so far coming the way of explosives, but finally, there's one from Feltwinter. Gunnar gets traded off by Surf. We're at a 3v2 now with a minute 20 left.
Last time around, it was Honor that were in a 3v2. They had the advantage here. Feltwinter's about to claim 1. However, Surf knows his location, but it's a 3rd here for Feltwinter. He's got the 4th in his crossfire as Wolfseas is stuck inside of Hall of Fame. And Diffuser and Case is all the way over in Courtyard. If there's it's in Courtyard. It's all the way over at Painting. It's all the way over at Courtyard.
Oh no, it's outside.
What? It's in what?
Oh, that was the guy on white window that got C4'd.
That's
no.
Wolfseas is gonna have quite the recovery mission to get this. Feltwinter's on for his 4th. He's prowling for this and give him 4. Mystic take round number 8. Mystic. Last time around, whenever they played Honor, it was, only 4 rounds for Honor to 21. Now Mystic are just continuing this chain, continuing this dominance against Honor that we saw last time around. They are up 6-2. And Honor, they're just getting steamrolled by a team that just looks like they aren't slowing down whatsoever.
Yep. Actually, it was 21-3. Remember, one of those matches was a 7-0. It was 7-2, 7-0, 7-1.
Wow.
Yep. So currently, Mystic
That's
up
rough.
now 27-5 in total rounds against Honor in the past couple weeks. In fact, I think if I'm not mistaken, these are the only times they've ever played. I think so. That makes sense. And if the audience at home would like a little bit of a refresher as to what's happened this map and kind of like a good broad idea, right? The gist of how the map has gone so far, the general theme. Round 2, Mystic decimated the roam clear, just like they did round 1. Round 3, Whitlock, 3k Jackal. Kitchen, the first round Honor one. Arrow, 3k is Mozzie. Round right after that, Feltwinter, 3k is Ash. Final round of the half, 2nd round Honor 1, 4k, Arrow is Malusi. And now, Hookah and Kitchen, Rexavy a 3k with Smoke, and Feltwinter a 4k with Mozzie. So that's kind of been, these big solo performances in each round, really changing the tides of battle have kind of been the motif so far for Coastline. And honestly, because of how similarly Consulate plays, it's again, pretty aggressive, maybe a little bit more objective-based. You definitely need hard breach, unlike Coastline, but still they play with very similar aggression levels. I don't see this motif changing anytime soon.
Surf almost lost his head there to a bullet hole from Gunnar.
Dude, a bullet hole held by a warden, dude. I would not be happy.
I would actually be mauled, though. But no, didn't happen.
Uh-oh.
However, Rexavy, by the way, not on Pulse, on Castle, and he shoots. Where was that from?
Oh my god, it was through the bathroom angle. The bathroom ceiling angle. You can see the hatch. Dude, no way Rexavy got him with that.
That one's rough. It's gonna get a refrag, but still, you've lost Buck, and there are only breach charges on Surf. Your entry player Xeno's got something cooking up here underneath of the hookah doorway as well. As in comes Oreo. So, Honor, they have top floor control at this point. C4 is going to rip here. Surf's going to take a little bit of damage from that, but that's about all he's going to get from that. And he's going to be able to work on the verticality from above. Now, obviously, very limited without their skeleton key being around to assist them, but still enough to force out a very key portion of utility, and that is the mirror windows. Rexaby going to eat up that air jab. He won't get cut off, though. No capitalization on that so far as Honor. Just biding their time. It's going to be the first gas grenade of 2 to rotate Feltwinter out of the smoke spot. That is oh so aggressive, but can be very effective. But Felt's got nowhere else to go. I mean, what can Mystic really do at this point? Their Sunrise is just completely unplayable, given the positions here from Honor, given these vertical holes. If Honor can hold this, and they spot out the smoke inside a jungle, and Oreo's going to make it known. As Felt goes down, the smoke is gone. Mystic, they're in a 4 versus 3. The advantage in terms of numbers isn't too high, but they have an entire site to retake. And with Rexaby going down and the plant going down as well, and with Oreo on for 3 and possibly even a 4th as Whitlock is in a 1 versus 4, it's tough for Mystic. It's really tough. They won't be able to win this in most cases. Oreo's going to be looking for the 4th and give it to him. Oreo takes him down, and Honor take round number 9.
Oreo went from getting first picked as Smoke 3 times to 4King on Nomad. And was I right or was I right? Motif continues throughout our performance, our play on Coastline. Oreo with a 4K. And really, really, really good clear by Honor. That was pitch perfect vertical play onto Sunrise. That was like, again, that was like flawless. Excellent use of the buck. Really good angles being found there by Oreo. Coverage on the Sunrise was, I mean, from the defense was non-existent after that. Like you said, mid-round, there was just nowhere safe for anyone to play. They all had to evacuate. That allows Pox behind the bomb chassis. Plant goes down. Whitlock's in a 1v4, and there is nothing he can do, again, because of those vertical angles. If Mystic want to hold blue bar, you really got to put emphasis on that top floor hold. You need to make the attackers work for it. Otherwise, if you give it to them for free, they're going to do just that. Mystic, obviously not satisfied with how they held that. They're going to immediately go back to their original site rotation. They'll start off with Hookah yet again. And also, I don't know if you've noticed this, Adam, Jazzman.
I know everything.
All right, my bad. Well, you know, for the sake of the audience, then, did you know, ladies and gentlemen, the only round in which Honor got the opening pick was round number 6 when Arrow got that 4K. In fact, it was onto Gunner, hiding inside of Courtyard. Every single other round has started off with a Mystic kill. And, well, again, with the exceptions of rounds 4 and the most recently played round number 9, Mystic have won every round in which they've got the opening pick. So Honor, you know, in that last round, did a great job of not allowing it to get out of hand, and because of a little bit of over-aggression there by Gunner roaming upstairs as the Warden, and again, none of the defenders holding up top. Again, Mystic have been fearsome, and now they are back on a primary site. Honor are going to need a much better clear than they had that initial attempt.
Honor have one person in their sidelines, and that's Whitlock. If he moves an inch too close to the right and an inch close...
What?
Oh!
What?
I was gonna
What?
say he's a dead man,
No!
but Surf is just not killed. Probably one of the freest kills you've ever gotten. Whitlock was simply too fast for him up, but there he goes. He'll reclaim his kill. Thank goodness. That could have been really bad there. It's going to be a good trade, especially because just now Wolfseas has gone down. You saw a Sledge alive, but still that could have been very, very shaky for the side of Honor, who need basically every player they can get right now. But there is one big thing. They're going to have to recover Case at some point or another as Gunner walks away with Arrow. The Lion goes down before dropping his E1D, his final E1D of the round. Surf, he spotted out one. Beautiful shot there on the Feltwinter. Double kill for him. He'll take down one of, I think, 2 roamers right now.
I think those are...
I think
Gunner's
decently close to site. He's decently close to site. So we'll call him a site player, but still.
Lurker.
Yeah, sure. But Mystic have lost a pretty deep roam at this point. Honor, all they had to do is drone this out and figure this out, and they can start to push on the site while all this is going on. A really important kill was on to Feltwinter. Had he stayed alive a little bit longer, even gotten a kill off of that, this round could be in the hands of Mystic pretty heavily.
Yeah, 50 seconds left. 3v3, and look at this, though. Mystic, they've still got 2 C4s, and they've still got 2 gas canisters, and the entire push from Honor is going to be coming from Aqua, probably the easiest spot to deny with said C4s and with said gas canisters. As you can see, Rexivy going to start sending them out. That was actually his first. He had pre-placed it, and Gunner's inside of luggage. He'll get 1 kill, but no more than that, so one of those C4s is now gone with the wind. The plant attempt comes through from Oreo. There again is another gas canister as he'll be downed by the C4, leaving just Surf alone to try and 4K and salvage the map. He'll swing into the double window. They've likely heard this. Xeno calling it out, and he'll get the kill, claiming the down on Oreo as well. Mystic with round number 10. It's a dominant Coastline, 7-3.
Good maps in the chat, good halves in the chat, and Honor. They'll only be able to claim 3 rounds off of that one. It wasn't dominant. It was almost looking like it was, you know, decently close, but I think it's very. I think it's very safe to say that that Mystic were just in the hand. They had that game. They really did.
Honor beat their record against Mystic for the other 3 maps they played.
I thought so. They tied. They tied their record.
Oh, I mean, in one single map. Yeah, they beat their single map round count record against Mystic, and they tied their total round count record. So now the score is only 28-6.
Awesome.
There we go.
But it wasn't the map.
That was also Honor's map pick, by the way.
I did notice that. That is, whenever you pick Coastline, you should be good at it. You know, also, Coastline isn't one of those maps that anyone can just play. If one team is better than the other, it'll show. It'll be so obvious.
Yeah, and Mystic has some of the strongest firepower in all of Amateur Siege.
Yeah.
So they're gonna do a map like Coastline. I don't know, man. And clearly wasn't the play, especially with Feltwinter going 13-7 on Ashmazi and Rexivy going 10-3. 10-3. The only rounds that Mystic lost were the rounds in which Rexivy died. That's what you're looking from your support. He's got to be the rock. He was on the smoke. He was on the buck. 2 pivotal operators on a map like Coastline. So really big ups to him. He hasn't been having the best season in terms of stats, but again, like you said, that's just because he's on those support roles. It's not necessarily his job. And on a map like Coastline, everyone needs to be a fragger. We even saw it from Oreo, who is unfortunately not having a good time as smoke. He turned up on the Nomad. Everyone on your team needs to be able to shoot heads on a map like Coastline, and Mystic certainly proves they can do just that.
Yeah. Unfortunately, in T3, in order to, I guess, succeed or at least feel like you're succeeding, you kind of had to be a fragger. You know, you have to be a player that just is star-studded, is so good.
Mm-hmm.
But Mystic are doing so good, not only in SCS, but in general, just in Amateur Siege with the NSG tournaments and all that stuff like that. I think it's safe to say that we can highlight where all 5 players stand in terms of skill. Xeno, Clutch God, Smoke God, Rexivy, Support Player, Backbone. And then, and then there's just Gunner, Feltwinter, and Whitlock.
Yep.
What do you say about those 3? They're the 3 best players in Amateur Siege right now. It's
pretty incredible.
It's a powerful team, and obviously we're seeing the power of T3 and Amateur Siege unfolding in underage Siege and all that right in front of our eyes. As Honor, unfortunately, are having a tough go. Let's see the stats of the last map, as you talked about, 10-3 on one of those players there. I believe it was Rex and Felt dropping 13 as well.
90% cost.
That was. What a game for Rexivy. What a way to show up. Obviously,
not a single object. Wait, didn't Pox get a plant? Yeah, wait, Pox got a plant there. It was on round 9. That was when Oreo got the 4K. It was in a post plant. Don't think I didn't see that. SCS stats, people.
They're like dead on the floor. They're so tired. They've been doing so much work.
Maybe I should be doing stats. Look at me. My notes. Mwah. Impeccable. But yeah, Rexivy, 90% cost. There we go. It's fixed. 90% cost from Rexivy. Incredible stuff from him. Feltwinter fragging out the wazoo. Even Xeno. Xeno was only 5-3 That is a 0.5 KPR, and yet he has an 80% cost. Again, what you love to see from your secondary support, your flank watch players. Pox, of course, doing his best with a 70% cost. Everyone else on Honor, other than the top 3, were kind of struggling, especially Wolfsies. I mean, last time we saw Honor play Coastline in... Can't remember if it was NSG or Challenger League. Wolfsies was popping off on the buck. Wolfsies is a great player, but unfortunately, today was not his day. But until we get to map number 2, it's going to be Consulate. We got to take a quick break before that. Let the players take a break. Let the teams recuperate. And, of course, let me grab my milkshake that I paid a $12 delivery fee for and am currently experiencing buyer's remorse. So, thank you all for tuning in for map number 1. Stay tuned for map number 2. We'll be back after this short break.
He bought a $20 milkshake.
Hi.
Don't ever do that again.
Right before the break ended, Jasmine goes, "I'll intro." I just had to steal it away. But anyway, I'll steal the whole intro. Welcome back. It's map number 2. As you can see, down there, it's Consulate. Mystic's Choice. Mystic just won Honor's map pick of Coastline, a map that Honor's honestly pretty damn good at. 7-3. Pretty dominant. I had to recover with a milkshake that I paid a total of $17 for.
Don't you have like a car? Can't
Not
you
worth
drive?
I mean, I can't do that in the span of time like the break took. Like, this only got here until after map 1.
I mean, I have
a long
like a
time.
license. I can't obviously show you, but I have a license. I just drove to Dairy Queen and I got Dairy
Well,
Queen.
you did that way before the cast. I did that after. So you got your
Do it
animal
before.
cracker milkshake. I got my vanilla malt milkshake. Honestly, pretty good. Also got chocolate mousse. I'm going to eat a whole mousse, and it's going to be banging.
Don't do it on
You know what else is
broadcast,
banging?
especially with the Canadians here. Oh, get it? Because
You know what else is banging?
Map 2. We're
Yeah.
going to Consulate. We're going
Consulate.
to
I was going to say Consulate's banging, but
It's not that good of a map.
It's not that good of a map.
I think it's just like we're both very excited because it's not Oregon and like Clubhouse. Like that's pretty
yeah.
cool. I'm very happy that that's a thing. But
God, I
last time
hate
around,
Oregon.
we saw some very interesting bands. We saw Iana, Zero, and Vigil. 3 not so standard bands that we see basically never. We saw I think like a Valkyrie, but that's about it. But it seems like we are going to be sticking to the norm here as we get a Habana band. So, thing about Consulate that has changed quite a bit is Nomad getting banned. Now, obviously, you know, you kind of think about it, it's like, wow, Nomad gets banned? Like, why don't people just do that all the time? That's what I thought. But some people don't like to ban Nomad. She's definitely been a strong ban. But she's not banned. And Mystic, considering that they are on defense, you know, they go for kills whenever they know that they can have the advantage as long as the chances are right. They're very smart about how they handle their aggression, as we talked about many a times. So with a Nomad on the board, should mitigate them a little bit here. But pretty standard bans so far from the side of Honor on a map that pretty much plays like any other map in some instances. Definitely the bans.
Basically. You want to know Consulate.
That's interesting.
Big, long rectangle.
Yes, it is the shape of my phone.
Exactly.
It's literally
And
the shape of my phone.
That is precisely the reason why Valkyrie is so freaking good on it.
Yeah.
It's just a quadrilateral. You stick one Val camera outside, and there you go. Complete survey.
You should have let me do that. Remember, I presented it last time. It was pretty
you
good.
did
It
the
was pretty
phone
good.
thing.
Yeah, I did the phone thing.
You can survey 2 sides of the map with one Val cam.
Yeah.
And there's plenty of trees and stuff to hide those cams in. Unless you're dedicated to bringing an IQ, which in today's meta, unless you know you really need the IQ, like you're not going to take her. It's just not worth it. So just take her out. Especially now with Valkyrie being banned and Nomad being left up, that's definitely going to hinder the aggression from the defense because so much of this map is played from the outside, on the garage sites, on the lobby sites. The only one that you really need to get in the building for to start your attack is Archives Tellers. All the rest of them, you can mount pretty much your entire attack from the outside, at least up until, you know, kind of the mid stages. You can establish your attack from the outside. So Valkyrie is a great tool for countering that, or at least trying to give the defenders that equal footing, because you get all that info on the outside. You know, if there's a Nomad band, you can just run out, you can just peek as many times as you want if you have all that info. But now, you don't have that info, and Nomad's on the board, so those aggressive runouts are going to be a lot harder. But speaking of the one site that you actually need to completely get in the building for, it's going to be Archives Tellers first from Mystic. This is a very similar strat to what we saw Aerial Arise run. In fact, it's the same 5, except the mirror windows are placed a little bit differently. Instead of on the blue wall, the mirror window is on the box wall. But Feltwinter, playing a similar position to Dami, is going to take out 1. And Gunner, playing all the way by CEO before he goes and makes his hold in admin, he's going to spawn peek Oreo. A hard breacher. You have now lost your only source of hard breach, which, I mean, albeit on this site isn't that important, but it's really useful taking on the mirror windows, as well as your Nomad, your only source of hard flank watch. And now Mystic can just resume with their hold. Feltwinter holding off the west side of the building, and Gunner and Whitlock holding down admin like their lives depend on it.
Well, I'm shocked. I was going to think that this was going to be a really tough round for Mystics, considering that they had banned out the Pulse and decided to go on the split take, or sorry, on the split site, which really can benefit you from a Pulse. But that's not what happened. It was 2 spawn peaks, and Surf is just going to swing onto Xeno. He'll take him down. Will miss the bulletproof and get shot from above. But there goes Xeno. He has lost control of the Maestro cameras, but one of the reasons why he is running Maestro is because he can stick an indestructible camera that can only be destroyed with explosives inside of the site. That way he can help out Mystic get their C4s, considering they don't have a pulse. And all of a sudden, Arrow and Wolfsies will take a kill each. It's going to be Rexby with a C4 to deny the plant, putting this back at a 2 versus 2. But this round has swung in the favor of Honor as Arrow takes down his second. Surf is going to make his way down the Visa stairs, and Feltwinter is going to be in chase as Arrow going to place down that flank camera. C4 going to pop on the hatch. It might not matter. I know what Feltwinter's trying to do. He's trying to distract Honor, but they have a drone at the bottom of the stairs. They're going to know that he's here, and they also have a mirror window to play off of. Felt is going to be very careful about his approach because of the angles being held here by Honor. A round that absolutely should not have been theirs, and all of a sudden they're now in a 2 versus 1. Feltwinter fighting against the clock, and Honor! Shocking performance there on round number 1 off of 2 spawn peaks that you typically don't see in competitive Siege. And they lose the round.
Wow.
Really shocking.
How the hell did they win that? What? 2 of their guys got spawn peaked. And
Yeah.
they were just like,
They're hard breach.
well,
I mean, I guess the hard breach didn't matter on this side, but still. But still, the hard breach.
it's 2 guys.
Oh my
You're
God.
3 versus 5. And you know what? You know what Honor said? They said, top floor clear. Ah, screw you. And they just walked into archives and killed like 3 people. I don't know how the hell that just happened. But great job to Honor. Especially Arrow. Big 3K. Surf. The planting Ash. Shades of Dami right now on Honor. And a big first round there. So I'm not quite sure what the score was the last time Honor played Mystic, because they did play this map in the NSG tournament. I think they played Coast as well. Coast, I think, was the 7-2. And I think Consulate was 7... Was the 7-1 or the 7-0? So already, Honor have either tied or beaten their previous record against Mystic on this map. Excellent.
Cool. Thank you for the factoid, Harrison.
Well,
So, Mystic, off of the back of a round that they absolutely should have won 99% of the time, will be going for a garage hold. That is the only thing about Mystic, is that whenever they mess up a site, sometimes they just kind of like, ah, screw it, we'll do another site, we'll worry about this another time. That's what's happening right now with them. As Honor are looking for the top down, looking to work their way up, see if they can get rid of this very, very small room. Not really too much going on here on the side of Mystic. They just have the usual. They have the hatch being opened here. Actually, they also have Gunner. I don't did they have 3 people? No, it's just 2 people upstairs. Yeah. Oh, Felt's kind of off. Okay, so they have a 3-man room. A lot of rotates around Consulates. That's the one thing. It's that Consulate's a very tiny map inherently. It's a very long map, but it can be very small. So rotates are pretty easy to make, and rotates are pretty easy for defenders. So there's a lot that Honor are going to have to work with, and that's why you see operators like Nomad, like Jackal, being brought out as a result, because it's very easy for one time you drone a site, and the next time there's somebody there! Surf takes down Whitlock. I was going to say that, you know, one time you drone something, the next time they're gone. But Whitlock didn't move, and he met the consequences as he gets banged through the piano. Surf. Beautiful shots there. It's going to be a 4 versus 5. With now Honor in the advantage, but how quickly can that change?
Adam, he got what through the piano?
Yeah. Wall banged, man. He got wall banged, okay?
He got piano banged.
He got piano banged.
But that was a successful hot breach. That's not something we see in competitive Siege. Well, really, ever. It's definitely a rarity. Gunner, though, is still upstairs, as is Feltwinter. Again, Honor are kind of using the same philosophy of, hey, upstairs clear. Oh, we don't really need too much of that. We can just hold these guys instead of hard contesting. But Surf is on a drone, and that allows Feltwinter to just walk in. And in fact, he'll find another one inside of the cubby. Excellent play from Gunner. He'll get a little bit hungry, but he'll still be able to find it. I don't know how that air jab didn't get him the first time, but I mean, it doesn't really matter because there's no one to capitalize on. Sorry, that's not Gunner. I don't know why I was calling him Gunner. That's Feltwinter. Excellent play by Feltwinter. Gunner is actually still upstairs, and Feltwinter sees the guy through the hatch. Arrow, what kind of positioning is that? is now a triple kill for the Vigil as Gunnar and him start to fall back towards the site, knowing that their job is largely done. I mean, look at this. There's only 20 seconds left. It's just Wolfsies and Oreo, and there's still mirror windows up. Xeno's going to call out the attack is coming through, and the plant is going down by White Van. Wolfsies doesn't stand a chance, and Rexavy gets the final frag. Mystic with round number 2 off of a curious roam that Honor, again, decided to just not contest.
And leave it up to the guys on site. Leave it up to Xeno with the FMG9 and Rexavy with the Vector. Wow. Really strong roam. You know your roam is strong when the roamers can stay upstairs, and even on an execute, the defenders that are on the site can still hold it down. That's how you know that your roam was successful. It also helps that was that a flawless round?
No, Whitlock died first.
Nearly.
But after Whitlock died, nobody else did.
So nearly a flawless round. You know your roam was successful if that happened. So good job there for Mystic. They look absolutely stunning right now. Definitely carrying over the performance from last time. I will say, still very disappointed that they lost that split hold.
Yeah.
5 versus 3 with like 250 left,
they?
and they just kind of lost it. That was kind of rough.
Who do they think they are?
But
losing that.
Yeah, but it's okay.
Who do Honor think they are winning that?
Hey, it happens, you know.
Oh, they're a Challenger League team, so I guess I'll give them the pass.
Lame Mickey Challenger League team.
Yeah. Nah, Honor aren't Lame Mickey. They deserve to be there.
Honor are definitely.
You know who is Lame Mickey? Sod. Sod is Lame Mickey. I'm sorry, I can't do Sod like that. I love Sod.
I do,
but he
love
does have
Sod,
0
but,
points. So technically, Smoke Break and Aqualix are indeed Lame Mickey. They're the only 2 teams in Challenger League currently without any points.
You hear this, guys? The caster's calling you Lame Mickey. Like,
I'm sorry.
What are you doing?
I only speak the truth. I do not lie. Ever.
Well.
All right, that in and of itself is a lie.
Well.
But I'm currently not lying.
Well. Okay, fine.
Thank you.
Gunnar. He was hoping for an aggressive pick there, but I don't think Honor was going to be sticking their face in that window anytime soon. So thankfully, that's a guy spared. And Gunnar, wow.
Okay, Gunnar.
Good drone work there from Honor to find Gunnar off in that position. That is one thing about Consulate, is that cutoff drones can be very, very powerful, because Consulate in and of itself has very long hallways that kind of extend from one side of the map to the other. Example from like from vending all the way over to do people still call that baguette? That's like a really old call out. Probably not baguette.
Baguette? Like the
Like
front
short
desk?
Yeah, the front desk.
Oh,
That's a
yeah.
really old one. That's an old one.
Why do
but,
they call that baguette?
I have no idea. But you know, you could see you could probably put a cutoff that sees vending all the way over to front desk. You could see one that goes all the way from Visa to Z. Like, there's so many long cutoff drones that you can have, and that was basically just one of that from Honor that was able to take Gunnar down. But Honor are making their progress over on the admin side. You can see that 5 men are stacked on that side as they're looking to get rid of the roamers on the side of Mystic, who have a shield and ADSs to work with. They're playing a very aggressive angle here, but aggression means that they are always putting themselves in danger. And well, even if both Whitlock and Felt go down or lose control of the top floor, they've wasted 2 minutes. So this game is going to heavily rely on your on-site players, that being Rex and Xeno, to win out this round here. Let's see what they can do as we start to close out the round.
43 seconds left. Still, Mystic not really dissuaded from this realm. Whitlock and Feltwind are perfectly happy to keep their positions in, as we said, baguette, as well as meeting. Those are 2 very pivotal positions for Honor to try and take. But it looks like they're just going to try and straight up just execute. They're going to have to do that through the gas canisters of Xeno. He's going to start getting tagged from under the mirror window, but Pox will find another kill. That's Feltwinter, one of those players upstairs. In fact, the one playing inside of the front desk, leaving just Whitlock up here to control the hatch. He's got 2 people to contest with, as the execute has to come through soon. There's only 5 seconds left, and the last gas canister dissipates, but Rexavy drops the diffuser. That might be the round winner. Xeno gets another one. Surf is down, and there's the denial.
Mystic with round number 3. Rexaby hiding inside of Circle Desk. Shuts down that entire front door push. Honor not taking out those top 4 roamers. Really hurting them. If they had done that, Rexaby wouldn't have been able to play there. But Honor, again, not contesting the roam as heavily as they should, proves to be their downfall.
They were really sitting ducks inside of admin. I mean, they were trying to get rid of the ADSs, obviously. They had a lot of utility to go through. They had to burn Whitlock's ADSs inside a connector. They had to get rid of the shield facing long desk. But even after all that, even after they were able to do that, they could not get a push going. They simply were not stepping on the gas and making progress towards that top floor. And it really showed. I said that, the round was basically going to be decided by those on-site players. And it certainly was, as Rexaby got 2 downs. Obviously, I think he got even 3 kills. I think he got 3 downs, maybe. It doesn't show on the scoreboard because they were downs. Like it was insane. He was able to deny the plant not once but twice from that circle desk position, simply due to the fact that the hatch above him was not being contested by the attackers. He was safe and sound there to play around that really otherwise aggressive and stupid angle. But because Mystic had top floor, Rexaby was in a really prime position to put himself on the advantage and give his team that round. And oh my, he did. Today on Mystic, it's the Rexaby Show. Tune in, ladies and gentlemen. Grab your popcorn. Starring, I actually don't know his name. Starring Rexaby.
I don't know his name either.
With the mirror.
Whitlock is Whit.
Whitlow Casio or something like that. Did I just dox him?
Gunner is Sean.
There's some really cool names. Nikilo. His name, his real name,
Nikilo,
cool.
Dude. It sounds like a mob boss.
Yeah, Nikilo. I heard it's Nikilo, like Nick Kilo.
Oh, like Nikilo? That would make sense.
Nikilo.
There's also, Angelo Ferrari. Incredible name.
Angelo Ferrari. Yeah. That one's a favorite.
Also, speaking of excellent names, shout out to, what's his name? Ooh Stevie 69 in Twitch chat for confirming that, yes, the last time they played it in the NSG tournament, Consulate was a 7-0 for Mystic. So there you go. Honor have already beaten their record by, well, it was 0 last time, so I guess infinitesimally? You can't divide by 0.
Oh,
whatever.
Wow.
That C4, wow. I really don't know how that didn't kill Arrow, but it didn't. So Feltwinter, unfortunately, is going to waste that, as Gunner is continuing to just get scanned by the Jackal. Again, Mystic are going to try this Archives Teller's Hold. Now, the only difference is, while they don't have 2 spawn peaks, Oreo and Pox are actually allowed to enter their building and actually do their job. Pox now putting down those air jabs. Oreo even with a little bit of hard breaching. So Mystic, again, want the same success they found in this last round with contesting this roam. They have got to get Gunner, Whitlock, and Feltwinter off the top.
Honor have been really slow whenever it comes to this as well, so they're going to have to pick up the pace at some point. They've got 3 men to deal with if they don't want to push into that top floor hold, or they could possibly just make it downstairs. As you can see, they're all positioned around that area by lobby. They can drop the hatch and possibly even go down spiral, but it seems like they might be walking right into the site as Zeno spots out 1. Isn't able to catch the jaws of... Isn't able to take the feet off of Arrow, I believe it was. And even if Mystic make any progress here, even if Honor make any progress here, they could get cut down here by Gunner. It's going to be a trade between Oreo and Zeno. They will part ways with the person sitting inside of the site as Gunner is being so patient. He'll take down Wolfseas, and that'll be a kill that he'll be able to claim pretty easily, as nobody is contesting him upstairs. 25 seconds left, and this upstairs roam is just so effective. And Honor, they're playing right into it. It seems so obvious, but they haven't dealt with anything going on upstairs. Rexaby from under as well will take down Arrow. Pox is in a 1 versus 3. And unfortunately, while he is trying to deal with the upstairs, I think it's a little bit too late for that. Feltwinter makes his way up and wipes Pox out. Mystic take round number 4.
Again, for now the 3rd time in a row, Honor didn't push out the roamers, and what do you know? They lost the round because of it. Zeno trades himself out. Gunner upstairs takes out 1 player. Sure, the ace is able to find a refrag, but that's only after Whitlock kills another guy through the hatch, and it's just complete pandemonium as Honor try to rush the site without doing their due diligence. really strange to see. Think a Challenger League team, such as Honor, a team that I've seen perform heroically on maps like Consulate and Coastline, really falling to these very fundamental things. Now Mystic lead 3-1. We're going on to Garage now. Another site that Mystic were pretty successful on, again, because, well, nobody cleared the roam. Not only did nobody clear the roam, but the anchor game was also fearsome from Rexaby and Zeno, something that we keep highlighting. And Honor, after not clearing the roam, well, 4 rounds in a row, and it only working once, I'm really hoping that they make the change. I'm really hoping they go for the full top down.
Yeah, the only two, I guess, the only two approaches that Honor have had so far to what Mystic is putting up is either to A, ignore it, or B, try to push it, but then stall out for multiple minutes at a time. Because we saw it happen literally back to back. We saw 2 rounds ago, Mystic, they had that upstairs roam and Honor stalled out inside of admin. And then this round, Honor knew about the upstairs room and just completely ignored it, opted to push into the doorway of Tellers, and they just died. They died pretty gruesome deaths. And the round simply did not go their way. So, let's see if they can make an option C, make an approach 3, and not do any of those that have costed them rounds.
Or they will do that.
I hope not, for the sake of
This is
Honor.
it's a pretty binary function, right? Either they clear the roam, or they don't. I feel like if
Binary
they do clear
is
the roam,
true or false. That is true.
I feel like if they do clear the roam, then it'll be, you know, pretty easy. It's kind of like if Honor clear the roam, then they'll probably win the round. That's what they call
it's a coded
Boolean
reference,
logic.
Huh? We
They call it
Boolean
they call it Boolean because the logic be Boolean.
What about like
Fun fact.
you know?
All right.
Oh god. Okay,
that was
all right.
that was
Arrow-
almost really bad.
Arrow almost just. Oh, he almost just duped himself.
Hey,
Gunner will go
but-
down.
But it's Gunner.
Yeah,
and
there was a I don't know if you understand, Crow. There was an else function into that, and that else function was Arrow just absolutely whiffing and
good-
almost losing the gunfight. But he
Good
did.
coding reference.
Thank you. There was also Elif, but that's kind of ugly, and I don't
we're
like
not
it.
gonna talk about that.
I don't like Elif. It is
not
the
talking about
ugliest,
Elif.
ugliest thing ever.
But well, I guess Gunner's dead now, so you do have one roamer. And look at this, they have complete control over Piano, and they have the cutoff on Feltwinter. But Zeno playing inside of pipes. He'll get one pick, and he's looking for more through the floorboards. But as he tries to rotate away, he'll eat a lot of damage. Now trying to contest with the breach, but actually he's able to get out and play behind the mirror window. And look, Whitlock is still upstairs. This could be catastrophic for Honor if they don't have the proper flank coverage. But with 40 seconds left, Zeno is going to send out his second gas canister. He's got one left as the play starts to come through the breach. Surf does get Rexaby. Arrow gets his third. That leaves just Whitlock, the lone roamer, and he's going to get hit by an air jab, blasted right through the wall, and Surf had to just stand there and put a bullet in the back of his head, execution style.
I just want to watch this from the kill cam.
This is going to be...
Oh, there it is.
Excellent. Honor, with round number 5, they're 5th in the whole series.
That is making up for the performance they had last time. Definitely looking like we might actually have an equal series. Both of these teams trading convincing round after convincing round, and for that time around, it was Honors. There was an option C, and that time around, it was to basically clear, get some kills, and make Mystic feel uncomfortable on their roam.
It was clear some of the roam.
Okay,
and then
yeah.
win the round.
And then win the round. I mean, to be fair, they cleared enough to an extent where... Yeah, they cleared enough to an extent where they could push the site pretty comfortably and also make Mystic feel very uncomfortable to the point where it's like, all right, guys, we kind of got to rotate back here. And while they tried to, the Mystic players, Rexaby and Zeno, who have basically been the very stereotypical site players, literally just sitting and waiting for the rest of the team to push into them. They made them feel uncomfortable. They got rid of the pipe shield from Xeno and forced them all the way over into security. They then smoked off the security mirror window so they couldn't use it. They got in for the plant, and then they just fragged. So, yeah, there's option C, and it has worked out. Now, on Coastline, last time around, Mystic were able to put up a 4-2 scoreline and win the game off of that, with Honor only claiming 1 round on the second half. With Honor being on the less advantageous side, if they're able to take this round, we could be seeing a very, very close game, different from what we've seen on multiple occasions, especially from stuff like the NSG stream. This is the revenge tour here from Honor. Let's see if they can make it count.
What was that noise? Do you hear that?
Sorry, I've been shifting around in my chair.
Did you hear that weird shuffling noise?
Yeah.
That was... I don't know what that was. Oh? Are we going to see the trademark Gunner C4? He's holding it. He's ready and waiting on the window.
I'd be
there
very surprised.
It goes. Oh! So close. Nearly air bursting it right next to Wolfsies, but it will only do chip damage, unfortunately, here for the Mozzie. But Rexivy does get the opening pick. Down goes Pox. Down goes your Nomad. And if I'm not mistaken, Pox only had like 1 or 2 air jabs up. You know, that's a real problem, damn it. I never know how many air jabs the Nomad puts up before she dies when it's early in the round. So I don't know if he put up 1. I don't know if he put up 0. I don't know if he even, put up all 3 a minute into the round. That would be quite the feat. But either way, if there was any left in his pocket, they will be sorely missed. As Honor will attempt to continue with their roam clear. Again, there are 2 people upstairs that they need to face down. Them being Whitlock and Feltwinter, and maybe even Gunner, if Gunner's still sticking up here. It's the same positions as well. Whitlock inside of Connector, Feltwinter holding down over by Baguette, but here's a change. Feltwinter's...
Oh!
Wow. Feltwinter's shield gets broken, but doesn't matter, he just one-taps the guy off the window. Sure, there's a trade, as another. Gunner finally gets felled, but I mean, look at what just happened. It's a 2 versus 3. Make it a 2 versus 2 as Arrow gets a triple, but Honor don't really have much hope of planting the diffuser. The case has been dropped all the way outside of the console rappel. They will likely have to go for frags at this point. Xeno's still got a mirror window to play with, and Rexivy's covering his back.
This isn't the first time that we've seen basically entire rounds won by Arrow and Arrow only. But with 35 seconds left here, Arrow looking for his 4th, looking to claim even more blood as he moves down Z. He'll track out Rex and make his life a little bit more difficult as he's actually downstairs. He's going to be playing for the C4 here and leaving Xeno all to his lonesome. He'll get traded out here and pinched between Wolfsies and Arrow. Plant's going to start to go down as Rexby makes his way upstairs. Diffuser's down, however. Where's the diffuser? Is it inside a piano?
It's still outside the console rappel. They never picked it up.
No way!
That was the guy Feltwinter one-tapped.
They're playing Ring Around the Rosie. Rexivy has mirror windows. He'll down Wolfsies and Arrow. He's got to find Rex in 1 second left, and he's lost the round. Diffuser's been outside the entire time. How does that happen? Arrow, no.
It was
that
when,
could have
dude,
been his round.
I said it during the round. It was when they were clearing the upstairs. So they were having the guys pushing from Soda, right? And they got the shield off. Feltwinter one-tapped. The guy that Feltwinter one-tapped, that was Oreo with Diffuser.
Oh.
And there was just nobody else in range. The
I was just so
took
focused on how
long.
much of a beautiful shot it was.
Dude, it was... They were just, like, so focused with the roam clear that it went up until, like, 50 seconds left. I mean, the pinch on Xeno. Pinch on Xeno was beautiful.
It was spectacular.
Perfect.
Yeah.
It was incredible. But Diffuser was outside and they didn't have time. They had to go for kills. And Honor knew that. And Honor played that correctly. You know, going for kills. Getting that guy out of the bathroom. But Rexivy, he played it smarter. I don't know if he knew that Diffuser was out of his control. I'm assuming not, because Gunner had put the question marks in chat and had to confirm with Honor that, you know, Case was outside the CEO rappel. But he played it very smart. As the attackers start to rotate into the bomb site, as they pinch out that bathroom player, Rexivy's long gone. He knows that he's probably not going to be able to take that 2-on-1 engagement with the Vector, considering its ammo count and how quickly it burns through the magazine. He runs all the way upstairs. if there's info on the site, I'm not quite sure if there was, but if there is info on the site, Rexy can play with the secondary shotgun. He can make his own holes and kill the planter through the floor. But he didn't even need to. The time was so low that Honor were scrambling, and they were both so low HP that Rexy only needed to put one bullet into the sledge and hide. And he played for time. Very intelligent play there from Rexy. Just truly unfortunate circumstance there from Honor. A little bit poor time management, a little bit just unlucky placement, the man of the case.
And here I was basically convinced that the round was over. Like, I thought Case was in piano. I didn't know that it was all the way off site. I thought it was in piano. But it was all the way outside.
Yep.
That is truly remarkable, but not in the good way, to say the least. That Honor let such a mistake slip under their nose. You don't typically see that from that team. You don't typically see that from Honor, but today, unfortunately, was that day.
Oh, by the way, shout out to Tack, one of the old Honor players. Tack actually, Tack was one of the first players I ever casted. Actually, he and Wolfsies were longtime teammates. I remember Tack and Maple being on the same team.
Maple.
Good times back in ESA. Shout out to Tack. He told us that the call was actually from the old Honor team, as they were. I think they had some Frenchies on there, and the table just looked like a baguette. So that's what they called it.
Incredible. I love those guys. They're nice people. Very nice people. Thank you for the confirmation. I'm pretty sure I heard an EU. That's probably why I used it. But good nade there from Gunner. As Mystic, with a minute left, they're going to start to work on this execute. Obviously, they have the wall open and they have vertical pressure. So theoretically, hypothetically speaking, this is the perfect attack. But there's one big flaw. There's one big wrench being thrown in the plans, and that's that shield. They're going to get rid of it and also force the rotate here from Arrow. Very smart. But with 5 players alive, with 3 gas grenades and 2 C4s, Mystic are going to have a whole lot of trouble if they're unable to get at least 2 picks, and they'll take down 1. That's going to be Arrow. The C4, as a matter of fact, going down here on the side of Mystic. Smoke grenade's going to come through and start to work on this plant. As Rexy, he's getting gassed and Maestro zapped. Oreo claims that kill there onto the plant, and all of a sudden Mystic are going to have to shuffle away and get to this diffuser. Xeno will take down Surf, however, for the refrag, but again, Maestro is still in play, and that combined with the gas grenade, it might do enough damage to get Gunner as well. They're just going to flood the site, however, and create as many distractions as possible. As Xeno's on for 3! He just jumps in security. How's he done that? Fox is in a 1 versus 3 as he takes down Xeno. Looking for a second, but he can't even get that. And after the flood there from Mystic, just throwing bodies at Honor, it works out. And Mystic take a round that honestly wasn't looking as easy as we had all seen it to be.
What just happened? Dude, I was watching like Gunner struggle through the smoke, and then like as he goes behind the trash can to plant, I see like Sledge just like falls from the heavens in front of him and kills someone. There's like someone else hopping through the breach. Like, what the hell? Mystic were like, all right, boys, no time. They're out of gas. Rush. And they'll just sprint it in. And it worked. Sometimes just walking in works when you find your picks. And when the enemy, well, doesn't shoot back as well as they probably should. So great stuff there. Great recovery by Mystic. Oreo had fantastic coverage on the plant, as did Pox. But towards the end there, they just, well, defenders simply just got overwhelmed. Sometimes that's all it comes down to. You can play your utility perfectly, but if you can't win the gunfights, the attackers, if their trade potential, if their coordination, if their gun skill just happens to be better than yours that round, well, doesn't really matter how you played your utility, you're going to lose the round. Excellent play there by Mystic. Extend their lead 5-2. Mystic only need 2 more rounds to lock out the series.
Mystic have been in this position where it's just like, oh, they're just pushing away. They're running away with the scoreline constantly. You know, one round, it's like, oh, Honor might have a chance, and then the next, like you said, 2 rounds. That's all they need. I don't know how they're able to run away with the series this much. I thought that Honor would have some sort of fight, and especially this Honor. They look pretty good, you know, especially considering that we had a very rough Coastline game from them. They look better, even though the scoreline doesn't show it. But man, the mistakes. There's so many little mistakes from that little mishap that was happening all the way over on that on the what was it, the admin push, to the fact that Honor just completely forgot the diffuser at one point. Like that, those are little mistakes that you see only happen a very, very, small amount of times. And it so happens to happen to Honor multiple times. So, gotta work on those personal mistakes. Unfortunately, it happens. Maybe Honor aren't worried too much about this game because it's SCS and it's not Challenger League. But it's still a pretty competitive game against a very competitive team, so they've definitely got some work to do.
By the way, Adam, I thought you'd like to know. Tack's wrist is much better now.
Oh, thank God. Maybe he'll
epic.
come play comp again.
Maybe.
I miss you. Do it.
I remember his wrist used to lock him, and he used to have to flick up, and he would be flicking up constantly.
Yeah, I remember that.
And he's still with Lioness.
Oh,
great.
perfect.
Which is excellent.
Tag. Homie's doing great.
Hell yeah. Eat up, King. I love you, Tech. Fantastic player when he played comp. Really, really nice guy, too. I miss
Very
him.
nice guy.
Tech,
I only talked to him like once or twice. Very nice
come
guy.
back to me, please. Come back to me. I miss you in Challenger League. Great name,
Nice.
too. Tack. It's a banging name.
Oh.
But Arrow, it's a little bit brazen on that vertical hold. This is an angle that was found, what was it? Maybe a couple years ago? No, maybe year and a half? Something like that. I know it's relatively recent.
Yeah, I'd say like 1 year, not like a couple years.
But, fortunately for the defense, Arrow's able to get away. And not only that, but Wolfsies will get a pick, and Fellwinter just does not click. Pox gets an easy frag, and there we go. 2 men up now for Honor. Sure, they're low HP, but now that'll make it 3 men up. It's just Xeno and Rexavy, the 2 support players, to clutch up a 2 versus 5. And look at this, Xeno. He's got no idea Arrow's here. Arrow will get his 11th frag as Rexavy tries to punch through the site. He gets 1 onto Oreo, but it might just be an impactless exit frag with the situation he's in. Only 30 seconds left in a 1 versus 4. He's got Case in pocket, but he's trying to hunt for these kills. He'll see the Jaeger, but for a second, as he rotates around the yellow pillar, Surf has already relocated, and Honor take round number 8, their 3rd round.
Honor looking alive here as they look to try and make this gap a little bit smaller, but the threat of match point is oh so looming. Only 1 round is needed until that is achieved. So, gotta give Honor some credit though. They looked pretty stunning that round. They definitely looked like they had, well, we talked about personal mistakes last round. They kept it to a minimum. They definitely were playing together as a team that time around. They were taking their picks. They weren't, one thing is that they were rotating when they needed to. They weren't going for over-aggressive plays that would get them killed, and, they were able to just get themselves off site or onto site whenever they needed to. They weren't out, what's the phrase? They weren't out welcoming their stay. They were just doing what they came to do. And whenever things became too brazen, they rotated out. So, man count was good for them. And off of that, they won the round. So, it's going to be a split hold here from Honor. Definitely can be a rough sight if even one mistake is made. So, Honor are going to have to keep it to a minimal, but it's a very important round for them. If they win this round, they're only 1 round away from closing the gap here with Mystic and making this anyone's game. But this round, Mystic can just make that a match point. They can make it only 1 round needed until they eliminate Honor from SCS as a whole. One of the favorites from SCS. 2 of the favorites, actually, playing against each other here. Mystic, forecasted to be in the grand finals. Honor, on the other hand, I mean, it's crazy to say, but they are, in SCS at least, they are the underdogs.
Oh, wait. No, this isn't an elimination game. This is a winner's final, right? Loser plays a...
Oh, yeah. They'll be going against aggro. Excuse me.
They wouldn't be out. But Ariel,
dude, that's still so shocking. I just cannot believe
Ariel
that.
beat aggro?
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
I don't know, man. Aggro,
Also one of the favorites. Like you said, it was
aggro, yeah,
everyone
aggro
predicted
as of
aggro.
recent.
Everyone predicted aggro versus Mystic as a
Honestly,
final. But
I'm gonna be honest. Aggro haven't really looked the same since they lost Ashen. I'm gonna just throw it out there. I'm just throw it out there. No hate. I love the aggro boys. Of course, I love Oni. But Ashen was a fantastic player. It was just well, we'll call it unfortunate, I guess. What happened?
Not,
But-
not a nice guy.
Very not kosher. We'll say that. It's gonna be Archives Tellers now for Honor and running a pretty, well, not similar strategy as a whole to Mystic, but a similar philosophy with their top-down hold, the Mira. Only they have the Mute and the Mozzie combined, and no Malusi. So putting a little bit more emphasis on the intel denial in order to hold this top floor for as long as possible. But Gunner, he's just gonna make his way down the Visa stairs. One of the mirror windows already being popped. Also didn't know that air jabs can be jammed by mute jammers. That's a little bit interesting. And Gunner, moving his way down the stairs aggressively, it will net him the opening pick onto Oreo, and that is the Maestro. It's a very dangerous operator to lose, although the saving grace is that his cams are not necessarily meant to be used actively. They're more just indestructible cameras in the site to call out for those C4s. Arrow gets one frag back. He'll be immediately traded. Same thing happens to Surf. Because Mystic started the fragging off on their side, it's still a 3 versus 2. They remain one man up, with Pox trying to retake this top floor, leaving Wolfseas down all by his lonesome.
That's the thing right now. Honor are split between two 1v1s. If they lose one player, it becomes a very, very misfortunate situation for all of Honor, and match point will be very likely at that point. So, both Pox and Wolfseas are going to have to play this carefully. They might not have man advantage, but they have positional advantage with Pox beat on this flank. But now, he's going to open up his position to the Mystic angles. As he's made his way over to Spiral. They don't know. I don't know if they know he's here. Either way, he's in a position where he can't really rotate over. He'll try and destroy Rexaby through the C4, but he'll shoot him instead. And Pox has revealed his location, but the case is still down. Fellwinter needs to get his kill, but he swung with a pistol. Oh no, Fellwinter. He'll take down Pox, and Zeno needs to go for this plant, but Wolfseas underneath. Fellwinter, if he just swung with the R4C, most likely would have gotten away with that kill. But now, Honor, take that round. It's up for 5. Mystic. They're still in the lead, but in a less likely lead than last time.
Why did he swing with a pistol? Why did he swing with the Musa? I'm at a loss. I don't know why. I don't know why he did that. Wait. I'm sad. I thought we were gonna see Honor's take on the old JJ Clash strat on Consulate. Do you remember that?
Remember our Consulate strats?
Our Consulate strats. What?
Our split take strat? Our split hold? Or our split roam? You remember? Harrison.
The split roam where we hide in a corner?
Yeah.
Okay. No.
Oh no, not this castle.
Oh,
you remember this one, don't you?
I remember this castle. All right, this castle. All right. You know, it works sometimes. Sometimes it works, and you have the rotate over here. Also got half the bathroom all reinforced, footholes here. Okay. Yeah, this is we've seen this before. It's not a very common defense. We do see it sometimes. So.
Because it doesn't work.
Well, listen, Honor.
At least every time I've seen it,
damn well
it
try.
doesn't work.
They ain't no quitters. But yeah, I mean, like you said, it doesn't work a lot. Normally you have someone, again, hiding in cubby, protected by that reinforcement. Hatch for fallback. Fox is actually not going to leave that rotate up, interestingly enough. Have the castle barricade in the double door to make sure that if anyone's on the rappel, they can't get that long sightline to bathroom and into long. So you do force the defenders, though, to rotate through that wall over towards the side of the castle barricade, but you do cut off an important line of sight. You've also got a little bit of a tentative admin hold with that castle barricade on the double door to paper, as well as, you know, a rotate into the kitchen, or into break. But I don't know. Like you said, doesn't work a lot of the time. But I think Honor are hoping to catch Mystic off guard with this.
Arrow, listening and vibing to the Consulate music as he goes on this roam.
Can we go back to him? Back?
I don't want to vibe with him. Oh, he's on a camera.
Oh wait. I can still hear it. Oh, no,
Did he shoot the radio? I hope he didn't. Arrow's making its way. Oh my god, someone's just running up yellow. That's Gunner and Rex, or that's Gunner and Felt. But Wolfsy's always claimed 2. It's gonna be an explosive round, and all of a sudden, off of Rexaby being on the windows with Whitlock, it's a 1 versus 3. Whitlock's actually bottom white, or yellow, looking to make a statement. He wants to find the Wolfsies who got the double kill from Bathroom. But a round that basically took 20 seconds goes in the way of Mystic. It's match point for them.
Man, I just wanted to vibe to the music, and then that happened. Arrow shot the speaker, and it was all over. I guess that's what he deserves.
That's why Honor lost that one.
Yeah, he didn't shoot that speaker, man. But in all seriousness, wow, that is why that strat doesn't work. Sure, if you have someone on the rappel like that, they can't look straight into long desk, but it's a pretty easy rotate to cover. Both the yellow one, well, that was closed, and the main rotate by the console double door. So Mystic hold that position. They have sightline still into connector. It doesn't stop anyone moving through connector. You have someone run up yellow, and there you go. Mystic attacked that pretty damn well. Obviously not caught off guard by Honor's little pocket strat. And Honor will go back down to the basement. Now they have had success. They're 1-1 on this site. But now we do see something a little bit different. We have a Cade. Operator we haven't seen before. Would you look at this? No Thatcher, as he's banned. No Maverick, as not many people like to bring the Maverick on Consulate.
Oh, wait, does that get it? Oh,
that does get it.
Got one of them. Unfortunately,
And,
not both.
It's gonna be pretty tough to deal with this Cade. So they're gonna electrify panels 1 and 3 and leave 2 open, mainly because, I mean, if you try to rush through panel 2, I mean, that's just kind of a death sentence.
You're an idiot if you do that.
And it doesn't really give you
as
good of a
sight
sight line.
Yeah, if you think about it as an entry, definitely doesn't work out, but it still cuts off a lot of angles. Just as if any panel on Garage Wall was open, it would cut off a lot of angles. But Gunner is going to cut off Aristotle's entire thinking, as his brain is just surgically removed out of his head with a bullet, and Surf gets a trade. He'll do the same thing. It's Surgeon Simulator in this SCS upper bracket final, as both Arrow and Whitlock have lost their heads. So,
well, I mean, you trade what? A C4 op with your utility already down for a sledge on a basement defense?
Yeah, big trade on the side of Honor, I agree.
Yeah, that's pretty good. So good job, Honor. And look at this. There's still a guy inside a bathroom. Now, last time, Whitlock was instrumental in taking this guy out, using that pole from above, that nice little angle that's recently come into the meta, from the ceiling, through the very narrow top of the wall, to flush Pox out. Pox also has Wolfsy supporting him from top spiral. He's going to get peeked by the Zoph of Gunner. They will exchange words in the form of bullets as the breaching charge from the A starts to go down. But wow, what a shot from Pox. He swings onto Gunner and Z, and down goes the Zophia, so they'll retain bathroom control. It's Rexaby, Xeno, and Feltwinter, 2 supports in the Ash against 4 as Feltwinter starts to make his way upstairs, maybe looking for the same angle that Whitlock had previously played. In fact, he just opened up the circle hatch, as Pox is perfectly content lying prone inside of Antechamber, daring someone to walk into Piano. So far, a pretty good hold by Honor, and taking out both Gunner and Whitlock are huge utility picks. And look at this. Rexaby doesn't know that the Mira has actually moved out. Xeno does get the kill onto Wolfsy's, and Pox's position is actually known. A great pick by Felt, even though they had full intel because the default wasn't shot. What could have been a massive advantage for Mystic now slips away as 3 of their members die with, 2 of their members die with no response.
Oreo's also still alive. He's got those gas grenades to work with, so if Mystic decide to choke themselves up and go for that execute, could be met with a lot of resistance. Last time around, we saw Xeno basically just flood inside of security, and it worked out very well. But in a 3 versus 2, you need your numbers. Feltwinter, he's going to be able to possibly claim 1. No! Surf's on 1 HP, and that's so decisive for how this round could go. Flashbang comes on through. Mystic, with 15 seconds, are looking for their execute, and with 1 man down, it's forced to be a 2 versus 2. Felt has nothing that he can do in the current position he's in. He's going to drop for intel, but Surf and Oreo each claim a kill. It's all down to Rexamy in a 1 versus 2. He'll jump in, and it's going to...
Wait, he got
him?
Holy crap!
He'll take down Oreo, but Honor still claim the round. Beautiful shot there from Rex. I wish I could say a nice shot in the chat, but I can't. But still, nice shot, Rexamy. Not enough to give him the round, though.
Hey, Max. Max, can you tell Rex nice shot for us? You just type in all chat, just say, casters say, nice shot, Rex.
I just say Jazz and Crow said nice shot. They know who we are. Yeah. Yes. That's what I thought.
Excellent. Thank you, Max D, SCS and Challenger League Observer. Shut up, Arrow. You died first, idiot.
It's either Arrow or Oreo that gets opening picks. It's one of those two.
Oreo's name is Jack, and Arrow's name is Tyler. I call him Tyler I.
I thought his name was Arrow. Thanks, or Oreo. Thanks for clarifying.
You're welcome. Arrow is Tyler I, because Acts is Tyler 1.
I don't want to go through this again.
Clorox is Tyler A, and Arrow is Tyler I.
Isn't it like? Isn't Clorox like Kento or something like that?
Yeah, he's like Kento now, but he'll forever be either Clorox or Tyler A.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird because I've known him as Clorox for like a year or two.
There's also,
now.
isn't there another Tyler in Challenger League? I feel like there's another Tyler in Challenger League. Oh yeah, Teejing. I need to figure out what to call Teejing. He's got a 1 in his name. Maybe I can call him like Tyler the First.
I mean, I guess.
Tyler Prime. Anyway, that's a weird mirror window as Max D is vehemently highlighting. It's looking into break from admin. Why? Not gonna cap. I don't get it. I don't understand. Why? Well, I guess, okay, I do kind of know why. It's because Mystic have consistently been clearing from the west side of the map, so hey, you know, if they're not going to clear from admin, we'll have the mirror window face the side that they're actually clearing, but it doesn't really cover much. I mean, sure, you get to watch the top Visa door in the paper. Wow. Cool. But, all it takes is one guy repelling admin window. There you go, the mirror is gone, and even then, without the mirror gone, it doesn't really cover all that much, so... A little bit odd there from Honor, but of course, you know, can't be too quick to judge. We'll see if it works out.
Zeno's going to be one of the main proponents to make that mirror window very uncomfortable to play on, as he has made his way over to the windows on admin. Gunner takes down Wolfseas, however, not sure where that was, as Gunner just doing Gunner things will walk down Visa and challenge the player. I believe Wolfseas was either inside of the site or on the stairs.
He did the exact same thing last time.
Literally, he does that. Yeah, I was going to say. So, 4 versus 5, and right now the only refragability is upstairs, as those are where the players currently lie. Arrow and Surf getting flushed out here, and oh, Zeno catches Arrow, who tries to rotate down. Surf is practically stuck here. There is nowhere he can go, and Mystic are just starting to bide their time! But Pox with a double, and Surf with a kill onto Whitlock. It's a 2 versus 2. Honor for OT or Mystic for the game. It's one of the two. And in a 2v2, it's up to Pox and Oreo versus Zeno and Felt. Your support and your fragger on both sides. Well, actually, both supports on Honor looking to make a statement. Case will be recovered here by Mystic. 55 seconds left. They have all the time in the world.
No.
This is quite literally the most fair 2v2 scenario we've ever seen. But Pox is underneath. He doesn't have a C4, but he might have angles as Zeno's making his way down Visa. Felt winner, they have no idea he's here. Oh my goodness, this has worked before for multiple players like Razor and the such. Could it possibly work out for Oreo? They quite literally have no idea he's here. He's going to swing out and claim 1. He's going to look for the 2nd. As Feltwinner's still inside of Tellers. Won't be able to find it. There it is! Honor shoot us to overtime. A rat position here from the Maestro wins them the round. We're going to OT on Consulate.
The old DS Lucas corner, as I like to call it after his play in Challenger League. Of course, he wasn't Maestro, he was Vigil. Still works out for Oreo nonetheless. Again, hiding in that little rat spot, knowing full well that Mystic, they don't have the time or the resources to find him. So hey, why not take advantage of that? Just hiding in the corner, popping up, taking out Zeno, and Feltwinter, unfortunately, even if he kills the Maestro there, he's still caught in a crossfire with Pox slowly creeping up towards his backside. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now in overtime. Oh, crap. We're in infinite overtime.
Oh, no.
Damn it!
I forgot about that.
We will, we will make like country girls and make do.
Yeah?
Yeah. Y'all remember that picture. Disgusting picture. Hate it. But, we're on to Garage now. For Team Mystic. A site that they were, just like Honor, 1-1 on. Of course, until Honor did it again, and now they're 2-1. But Mystic, they've had a little bit of a mixed bag. Right now, Whitlock, of course, 4-10. Not the best showing from the Prodigy. Gunner as well, 7-10. Not a great showing from the CCS MVP. Right now, Xeno and Rexity are topping the scoreboards with Feltwinter not far behind. Arrow doing his best along with Surf. Wolfsy's Pox. And honestly, everybody on Honor is doing their job. But unfortunately,
Dear.
just as I say that, Wolfsy's will be unable to do his job this round, as Gunner seemingly hears me right through TeamSpeak into Discord. He hears me kind of talking about his poor performance, and he's just going to instantly spawn peek the Sledge on a Garage defense.
Well, what a player to lose. As there is no Yana being brought here by Honor, meaning that you've lost your only set of nades, and on a Garage hold, like you said, you've lost your biggest tool whenever it comes to verticality. Thankfully, Surf is bringing breach charges. He's kind of the backup. He's like the soccer mom packing lunch for the kids. But he's not Sledge, you know? Doesn't carry around a big hammer. Gunner's looking for a second, but that is a little bit too much from Gunner. He'll claim... his life will be claimed by the Jackal. A little bit too aggressive from him. Definitely very greedy. We're going to be evened up. But again, I'd say the trade goes in the way of Mystic. They simply lost their nades. Or Honor have simply lost their nades, and they've also lost their sledgehammer. They've lost their verticality.
Might be about to lose Arrow as he starts a solo roam clear, quite frankly, with little to no intel. And he's dealing with both Whitlock and Feltwinter. Whitlock, sure, hasn't been having the best game, but he's still a very good player, as is Feltwinter. Leaving Xeno and Rexivy on the site alone, we know what these two can do on the anchor game. But here you go. Ash now trying to play that surrogate soft breach role with her breaching charges with her Ash launcher, doing her best over the top of Piano, opening up those angles and making the anchor play a little bit more comfortable. But Xeno and Rexivy, they're happy to just kind of sit back and wait, covered by their mirror windows. There's 50 seconds left. Xeno still has all 3 gas canisters, but Rexivy no longer has a C4, so their only form of that indirect plant denial will be Xeno's gas, unless Whitlock and Feltwinter can come up and reclaim Piano, in which case they can use all those holes that Surf has opened up for their own. 35 seconds left now as the first gas canister goes out from Xeno. Remember, they can burn just about 10 seconds each, maybe a little bit more if you space them out correctly, but one of those mirror windows goes down. But Feltwinter's on the flank. He could potentially find Arrow, but he doesn't push in far enough, so he won't be able to find that kill. Whitlock, though, coming down yellow stairs. You can see Arrow turn his attention over towards the staircase, but Arrow and Oreo both very lit up. Only 10 seconds. The last gas canister now out. Whitlock will hit an air jab. That'll be his undoing as Surf just peeks around the corner. Feltwinter now just sprinting through the middle of the site. He'll get air jab, but the planter is down. It's 0, but it's just Rexivy, but he still denies the plant. Surf and Pox, they both get knife kills. But Rexivy gets the most important one, downing the planter. It's 0-0. And Mystic, they go back onto match point.
And it just goes to show how very small, very, very minute details that you miss out on can cost you entire rounds. Wow. I don't know what to say. An entire round gone in the blink of an eye. Because of utility, because of maybe a bugged rotate, we'll never know. But because Oreo went down, because he planted in the middle of gas, the round goes in the way of Mystic.
Need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they
That is shocking. We're going back to the split hole.
That was huge. And again, who was it, Adam? Who was it that clutched it for Mystic? It was Rexavy.
Rexavy. Rexavy has been I honestly, like, even though we have, like, some of the most, like, high potential players on this roster, the trio of Whitlock, Feltwinter, and Gunner, this is Rexavy. This is the Rexavy show. This has been Rexavy's game.
Yep.
MVP. I mean, if Mystic win this, I think the MVP is Rexavy.
Oh, absolutely. His performance last map and this map has been
Stellar.
Pivotal. Because, I mean, sure, Feltwinter has been getting a lot of really good picks, but Rexavy, it seems like every time Rexavy is getting those, like, near end-of-round frags, they're almost always impactful and massive. So,
yeah.
Huge stuff from Rexavy so far. And Mystic, I mean, they're back on match point, 7-6. We are going back to the split site, though. A site that Honor have had fantastic success on. They have not lost the site just yet. They are 2-0 on their defenses. Mystic need to seriously reevaluate how they take this site. They want to try and end this map before our Infinite OT gets a little bit too out of control. One of the main things that we've seen from them is, honestly, pretty poor time management. Seems like every time, by the time they... it seems like every attack, by the time they actually get down to the site, it's only like 30, 20 seconds. They really got to speed things up with the way Honor are playing this if they want to take this attack.
It's been those sort of highlight plays that have been winning us a lot of rounds, but it's also been those clutches. That's what Consulate can be all about. Clutch plays. Rexavy, no... Rexavy and Xeno, both no strangers to that. But, like you said, pacing here from Mystic. They're usually pretty good at that, and you can already see they're making their way in. Xeno takes down Oreo. Arrow looking for the trade, but he's stuck in a corner, and Gunner's going to capitalize. It's a 3 versus 5, and the split take has gone oh so horrifically wrong. As Surf is the last man upstairs. He has no option but to die to Gunner. That's the only way he's making it out of there. And the only way he's making it out of there is dead, not alive. It's a 2 versus 5 here for both Pox and Wolfsies. Even if they have C4 to deny the plant, there's a minute 10 on the clock.
Oh, no!
Gunner's on for 3 as well. Oh, it's a heartbreak here for Honor. As Mystic only need 1 more kill, and there's 5 players left to do it in order to secure their spot in the grand finals of SCS. Wolfsie's going to swing onto the player sitting spiral, and it's Gunner for 4! Mystic take the game. They take overtime out of Honor's hands. All thanks to Gunner, their IGL, their leader, the 16-year-old menace in T3. He'll send Mystic all the way over to the grand finals, and he'll send Honor to the Wolves. They'll have to fight off Aerial Arise in order to get themselves back in.
Wow. I was talking about how Gunner was maybe showing up short a little bit, and he told me to shut the hell up. A 4K in the final round. But you know, that round, that one round made him go positive.
Wow. What a round to do it on
He
as
ended,
well.
I believe 12 and 13 and 11, if I'm not mistaken. Huge play by Sean Gunner Potter. Excellent stuff. Honor, though, looked tremendously better than they did in the NSG tournament. Again, you know, we do have to kind of put an asterisk on this match, right? This is SCS. It's not Challenger League. Honor care a lot more about Challenger League than they do a T3 League. So they can't show everything in their arsenal. But of course, with what they could show, they were trying their damnedest. Mystic, well, put the entire team in a body bag on Coastline. Consulate was definitely a hell of a lot closer. So, big ups to Honor. Mystic, they were just better. 8-6 victory. I mean, hey, last time Honor played them on this map, it was a 7-0. Now, it was an 8-6 in OT. So that brings the total round count. Let's see, what was it before? Start of the day, it was 21-3. Then it was 28-6. And now it is 36-13. That's a little bit better of a margin.
Yeah, but Wasn't enough. What a way to break the hearts of the Canadians in Twitch chat. Oh, Gunner. If we have an interview with him, I'm going to be very, very mad at him for the Canadians, but also very happy because he went positive on that last play, and he basically gave Mystic that entire game. But big ups to one player and one player only. I don't know if he's going to be at the very top of the stats. I think he might. Rexivy.
He might.
Rexivy. You even know what I'm talking about. Rexivy. Yep. Shocking performance from him. He's always been the gigantic question mark over Mystic's head. But Mystic, I mean, man, they're a team. There's no I in team. All 5 players have to show up at some point. All 5 players have to do something for their team. And they've done just that. It's going to be a 2-0 on the side of Mystic. A dominant start on Coastline. And a closer one on Consulate, but still. Big ups to Rexivy. Really putting the hell of a performance. Big ups to Gunner for that last minute play. And to the rest of the team, it's grand finals next, baby. So,
now,
let's see if we were right.
Numbers.
I want to see if we were right. I feel like we were. I think Rexivy's going to be top. Well, he's going to be maybe not top of the map.
And
he is!
There he is, top of the map, 10-7, 3-0 on entry, 78% cost, tied only with... How the hell did Gunner have a 78% cost? He was negative up until the last round. Anyway, I mean, 12-11, he still did remarkably well. Whitlock, unfortunately, fallen a little bit by the wayside. If he did better, I'm sure we would have seen a more dominant contest. But still, huge ups to Honor. Surf, doing really well. Arrow, an incredible 2 maps from him. But it was not enough. Just was not enough. It was very even across the board for Honor as well throughout most of that map, right up until the final, 3-ish rounds. Everyone was within, 3 kills of each other-ish. But, I mean, Mystic were just Rex, Vizino, and Gunner. As well as Fetwinder in a couple of those rounds. They were simply better. We do have an interview. And you will never guess who it's with. You can guess.
This is Sean Potteroff.
It's Sean Potteroff. It's Sean Gunner Potteroff. Hello,
Hi, Gunner.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. I don't like playing those guys.
I can't hear you. Sick.
I can hear him.
You can hear him? Well,
Yeah.
I can't hear him. You do.
Wait.
All right. Well, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. All right, Coach stuff. It's okay. Gunner.
Man,
Hi, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm
Never
doing
mind.
all right.
I had VMix muted.
That's okay, whatever. So, Gunner, I will say you weren't topping the scoreboards. You weren't top of the stats. Sorry to spoil that for you. It was Rexivy on both maps, but you still showed up where it mattered. You had that 4K, that massive 4K on the final map. Take me through it, man. I mean, it was a dominant Coastline. Console was a little bit closer, but what do you think were your strengths and your weaknesses?
Well, we played those exact maps 2 days ago against them. Steamrolled them, and then they took us back to the exact same maps. I mean, maybe they prepped, maybe they didn't, I don't know. But, I mean, they obviously knew what we're going to do, and it showed on Consulate. But I don't know. It was a rough game for me. They just play like old men, and I just don't like it. Yeah. So, it happens, though.
Yeah, I mean, it's alright. I think, I mean, even though you're able to come away with the win, it's all that matters. Got the dub. And next,
I have a question. I have a question about Coastline. The bans. So you guys banned 0. Was that a direct counter ban to Honor? Because they love 0 on that map.
Rex beat us at a ban 0, so we banned 0.
All right, I forgot who I was asking.
The first time, we don't. When we played Coastline 2 days ago, it's the first time we played Coastline as a team. We didn't have a tournament,
Really?
Play it, and then so yeah, we were just going in.
I mean, you guys are, you guys are very mechanically talented, so I imagine Coastline kind of.
I mean, Coastline's literally just the easiest map in the game. You don't need to. Can't really get too crazy on it.
But I mean, regarding their bans, I mean, do you think the Iana Vigil was directly against you guys? Since I mean,
Iana was
you
against
Fetwinder
me.
and Whitlock. Yeah.
I don't know about the visual because I did it last time, but Iana was for me.
Okay,
That
yeah,
was
because
fine.
I know
That's
you,
kinda plays
Whitlock,
Olivia.
and Feltwinter all kind of play Iana on certain maps. So I don't know whose map Iana.
Yeah, no, that one was
for Iana.
Coastline's for me.
Oh, is he? Okay. Well, certainly had an effect.
Yeah.
And then you know, Coastline was honestly, it was just like every other round. Actually, there were more rounds than not where somebody would just get like a 3K or a 4K, and that would decide the round. So Coastline was
Yeah.
pretty much,
That's how it goes.
that was pretty. Consulate as well. I mean, Consulate was pretty straightforward too. I mean, is there any particular reason why you guys opt to ban the Pulse instead of something like a Mira or something?
Because their archive strat's annoying to deal with. Because they just bring full shotgun and freaking blast you through the floor. It's annoying. So
That's
we don't
true.
play Pulse.
I
Pulse,
see.
ban him. So we did versus Ape,
Okay.
so it had to work.
That makes sense. And one more question before we do the whole, you know, do you want to shout anyone out or whatever? Has Rexivy now, after going 10-3 on map 1, and I don't know, also really good on map 2, has he been promoted off of the short bus?
No. Okay. This was
Okay, alright, I figured.
he got
I'd
lucky.
ask.
those are a lucky set of games. Okay. He's still on the spectrum.
Before we let you go, is there anything you want to say to, you know, the org, everyone supporting you in Twitch chat?
I just want to thank everyone who supports us and like the nice tweets about us, you know. And you know, I appreciate you guys, and I mean, you can watch us win SCS. I think Friday, right? It's Friday.
I don't know. Friday. Okay, it is Friday. Grand finals are Friday.
Friday.
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
you guys definitely deserve it.
You just watch us win
You,
that, and then yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you guys definitely deserve all the support. It seems like wherever you and Whitlock go, just becomes the best T3 team.
I just
So you know,
how it goes.
hopefully you guys continue that, especially after your what is it, your 3rd straight NSG monthly win. So here's to more of those as well.
Yeah.
Good luck
Well,
on Friday.
You know, yeah, I'm gonna miss Whitlock. You know,
Sure.
he's turning 18 soon, bro. Bye bye.
He is.
Yeah.
You know,
But anyway, we love you.
love you guys.
Have a nice
Bye.
Sean. See
Love
you
you, Sean.
Friday. Anyway, before we close the stream, there's one more thing we got to get through, Adam. And that's more numbers, total game stats. There it is. You were right.
Hey.
Rexivy,
Actually, by a wide margin.
20-10. Yeah, he went 10-3 on map 1, 10-7 on map 2. Wow, 5-0 on entry. 83% cost, highest cost in the map, best entry differential in the map, highest KD in the map too. Incredible work. Right. Xeno too. 18-13 on Nomad Smoke. Wow, this was really the day of the support players for Mystic.
Yeah, Rexivy and Xeno, like you said, we talked about how good, you know, the clutch potential is from Xeno and Rexivy all around that sort of back line. Oh, I play the crap roles sort of guy. And today he's made a statement. Short bus or not, incredible performance from him. But that's gonna wrap it up for us today.
That's it.
It's been me. It's been
We're
Crow.
done.
It was also, I always put it the wrong way. It was also Sticula and Korbeck
We're finished.
had game 1. But Harris said, "Just give me a hug. Come in for a hug. Give me a hug. It's been fun.
I don't know how to.
Just like
I can't get close to my webcam because there's a
don't.
roof here.
Yeah, don't.
But
Forgot.
that's it. We're done. That's the last game. Tune in on Friday. Is that the next stream? Oh, tomorrow. I forgot. The losers finals are a different day than the grand finals. So tomorrow at 7 p.m., it'll be the losers finals between Honor Esports Challenger League team against Aerial Arise, who have, albeit a little bit surprisingly, made it this far. They didn't have the strongest season. They're definitely coming back season. So we love you all. Thank you for tuning in. Tune in tomorrow. There's the bracket. Flash for a second there. Have a very good night.
Trying to walk on through. The M762 is gonna find 3 kills, pistol in hand. It's gonna be a quad in the round for Emergent.
Peeking into him. He'll take down Twist. He'll take down Defiance as well. He's going for a third. He'll get it.
Triple kill to answer, and then Limbo and Dom will pick up some kills, but Fraction with the 4K, he's on for the
The heal on Iski. What a flick, but he gets tired. And the Jaeger looks the wrong way.
Hackers need to protect this. Dropping. 5 seconds left.